Okay, so welcome. What we have here, you can't see it, but this is the Mario Party. This is the Mario Party CPU Fall 2022 Classic, okay? So we are going to be doing, this time around, a 4-team bracket, okay? This is going to be big. There's going to be 2 teams of each. 4 teams with 2 characters per team. The game's covered. We're going to be doing Mario Parties 4 through 7 for this tournament. Today, we are on 4 for the early rounds, okay? Later on, we're going to move to the later versions of Mario Party. So we are starting Mario Party 4 today, okay? So let's get into the format just a little bit here. The format for this tournament, double elimination. We're going to be starting with an upper bracket. It's going to be 2 teams against 2 teams. The losers will go down here, and then the winners will move on. It's your standard double elimination bracket, okay? This is pretty standard stuff we got going on. But nothing crazy there. We're gonna get into that in a second. Let's move on to a little bit more of the formatting. I also, ring light moment. But yes, double elimination, teams of 2. The team with the most points each match will win. Now, you might be thinking, how are we gonna do team-based gameplay? Let me introduce you to the point breakdown. In every match, the place that each person gets will represent the number of points they earn. A first place finish will get your team 5 points. A second place will be 4, okay? Third place will be 3, and last place, 4th place, will be 1. This means there could be no ties. And it also means, you might see here, even if you don't get first, if you and your teammate get second and third, you will win the match. You will move on, okay? So this is going to be how we do the team system this time around. Now, a little bit, yeah, it's okay if chat's off screen. Don't worry about that. It's fine. But yes, okay, so let's talk a little bit more. The other big thing, I haven't mentioned it yet, 50-turn matches, okay? This is going to be a big tournament. We're doing 50-turn matches, which means every match is a big one, which means you need to bring your A game, because if you mess up even a little bit, that could spell disaster. Okay? Now, something I didn't write on here, we're going to talk a little bit about this, is difficulty and the board selection. Every time before a match, we will be drawing for difficulty, which I actually have right here in the bowl of knowledge, as well as the difficulty selection, okay? So these are going to be how we decide the difficulty and the board we're playing on. Also, this is a ring light, in case you're wondering. Okay, so with all of that said, I think you guys have a general understanding of how it's going to go. Today's match will be Mario Party 4, but before we can do anything, we have to first draw the teams. That's why we are here today. We're doing the team draw. Okay, so in this bowl, I have all the possible characters available. Okay? And the way we're going to do this is I'm going to draw for Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4, and then we're going to go back around and draw for each teammate. Okay? So you won't know who's teamed with who until the second round. All right? That being said, I think we are good to get into this. So I've got the bowl here. We're going to start the draw. Okay? So let us do a little scramble. Okay, let me show. I'm shuffling it, not looking. All right. So here we go. I'm now drawing. Our first member has been selected. Who's it going to be? The first person to represent Team 1 is going to be Peach. Peach coming in as the first draw. So we are going to write her name up here. We'll write her in. This is orange. I wanted the red. So we've got Peach. That's kind of crooked, but whatever. Okay, so now we're moving on to Team 2. Is this... Let me make sure I have the Peach one out of the way. I don't want to put her back in. Okay. I feel like a dang college professor, man. Okay, moving on to the next draw. Alright, doing another scramble. Alright, and the draw. Looking away. Let me dig down deep here. Alright. We have our next one drawn. Who's it going to be? This is going to be the first member of Team 2. It is going to be the Yoshman. Yoshman coming in to represent Team 2. So go ahead and write him in. Yoshi. Actually, it's kind of crooked. Whatever, it's fine. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'll write him in a different color so you don't get confused. I'll write him in blue. Yoshi. Okay. Yeah, if you get last, you're really letting your team down. You're only bringing in 1 point. That could be the game decider. Don't do that. All right, here we go. We're doing another little scramble. This is it. This is going to be the first member of Team 3. We have a draw. Coming in here. We have Waluigi, the first representative of Team 3, coming in. Go ahead and put him in purple. Waluigi is in. Very nice. And then I'll use green for the last one. Sure. Okay. My best Wah. Wah! Wah! Pretty good. Okay. Alright, we gotta keep... We do another scramble here. Alright, and for the final draw of round 1, the first member of Team 4, we have... Wario coming in. Wario on the board. Okay, so this is all of the members of each team. We are now moving into round 2. So just to go over this, remaining characters that we have yet to cover here. Okay, we have Daisy, we have Luigi, we have Mario, and we have a fusion team, actually. This is kind of interesting. I didn't talk about this, but you can only play in as DK in Mario Party 4, but you can't play as him in 5, 6, or 7, but you can play as Toad. So we have a fusion team coming in, the DK Toad Fusion. That will be the 8th member, okay? So keep that in mind. For Mario Party 4, it'll be DK. 5, 6, and 7 will be Toad. Alright, the Donkey Toad Kong. So that's kind of a 3-person team. Okay, anyways, moving on. Here we go. Scrambling. Oh god, one fell out. I guess we'll go with that one. Okay. We have Mario. So we've got Mario and Peach rounding out Team 1 coming in here. The Mario Peach combo. That is going to be Team 1 completed. A classic. Alright, moving on. Scripted. right, scrambling. The next draw. To round out Team 2. To join the Yoshmen. This might be... We have the DK Toad Fusion team. This is going to be a power team right now. I'm calling it. This is going to be the Yoshi DK Toad team. Whatever you call it. So this is going to be a crazy one. Yoshi plus... I'm going to try to write this straighter. That is going to be Team 2. Alright. Final draw here. There's only 2 left. We still have Daisy and Luigi. Who is going to be who here? We have our next draw. Will we see the double Ouija? Yes, we will, ladies and gentlemen. It's Luigi coming in to round out Team 3 with Waluigi here. Okay, and then of course, I'll go ahead and write in Daisy, but just to show her off here. Final draw, Daisy. Okay, so there's one thing that I did not do, but I can actually do this really quick. If you give me 1 second, we are going to be drawing for matches 1 and 2 in round 1. Okay, we're going to be drawing for matches 1 and 2 in round 1. Today we are playing match 1, round 1, so this one. So I just really quickly need to get a few things written down and we can do that draw. Give me a sec. Alright, I just need to write these down really quick. I'm gonna write these down. We're gonna do a final selection here for who's playing tonight. If you guys want to try to come up with, if you guys want to like get hyped about this or whatever, you want to have like a discussion about it, obviously you can use the Reddit to talk about this, the Discord. You could even, I mean, technically if we wanted to, we could use Twitter and make a Twitter hashtag, but I do like the discourse about these tournaments, so if you have things you want to say, you have team loyalty you would like to share, feel free to hit up social media, okay? The social media of your choice. Get people involved. We are doing these every Saturday night, except for next Saturday. Next Saturday I'm out of town, but after this week, and then the following weekend, all of the remaining matches will be played Saturday nights, okay? So, let me do a quick draw here. Toad is not a Mario Party 4 character, but DK is. They are a combined duo here. Okay. I got the finals ready. Now, this is the important one. This will determine who's playing tonight. This is a big one. I'm getting these folded up, and then we're doing the draw. There's no bias here, okay? I'm literally folding these up as we speak. But, you know, I think the team draw came out pretty nice. I feel like the fan favorite is definitely Team 2 with Yoshi and then DK/Toad. But, you know, maybe people will be on Team Ouija, who knows? And then, of course, the Peach fans will probably be on Team 1 because, you know, Peach, she has a bit of a reputation around these parts. I'll get to all the resubs after this, by the way. I'm just, I want to get through this initial draw period. All right. So I now have all of the things drawn. Sorry, I meant to do this beforehand. I know I was forgetting one. But I'm scrambling these, and this is going to determine the matches for round 1. Okay. Oh god, one fell out. Let me put that back in. Making sure these get a good scramble. Okay, here we go. We are now drawing. So on the upper half of the bracket, we have Team 1. So I'll go ahead and write them in here. Team 1. So they will be playing tonight. Now we're going to draw for, to make it suspenseful, we're going to draw for the top half of the bottom match here. They will not be playing tonight. We have Team 2. Team 2 will be playing next weekend. Or I guess 2 weeks from now. So Team 2 down here. Alright, so now this is going to determine who plays today. We have 4. So it is going to be Peach and Mario against Wario and Daisy tonight. Now, do keep in mind that even if your team that you're rooting for does not win tonight, they will have another shot in the lower bracket, okay? Okay, so I'm going to put this up. There's a few more things we need to draw for tonight specifically. The board and the difficulty. And I have a few more knowledge bowls prepared here for that. So I'm going to get these over. But before I do that, let's talk about the rules, the format, again, very briefly, in case you were not here at the beginning. Okay, where's my stick? Here it is. We are doing a team-based tournament. Teams of 2, double elimination. Team for the most points wins, 50 turn matches, but this is the big one. I need to make sure everyone understands this. We are playing with a point-based system. Whoever comes in first gets 5 points for their team. Whoever comes in second gets 4. Whoever comes in third gets 3, and whoever comes in last or fourth place gets 1. This means that if you do get second and third combined, that is enough to beat the 1-4. So your team needs to consistently do well. 1 first place is not going to cut it. Okay? All right, moving on. What do we got? Let us progress into the draw phase. We are now going to be drawing for difficulty. Okay. The difficulty draw coming in. Only one draw here. Today's difficulty will be easy. Easy is the draw today. All right, but now we draw for the board. Board selection. This is the big one. I have the Mario Party 4 boards all in here. We are not playing the Bowser board for this. At least not round 1. So that is not included, but all the other boards are here. Yes, everyone is easy. Okay, do a mix up. What's it gonna be? Today, we have our selection. We're going to be playing on Goomba's Greedy Gala for match 1, round 1. The RNG bet board. Fan favorite. Alright, I think we have our draw here then. The stage is set for the match. Now we just need to jump into it here. We've got Peach and Mario taking on Wario and Daisy. Round 1. Let's get into it. Let me throw up the BRB screen really briefly. I'm going to get everything set up and we'll jump into the game. Just give me 1 second. Everything should be pretty much good to go. I just got to get the lighting and stuff right again. Now, we will go ahead and open up the prediction, though. I can do this right now. We will do this. We'll do which team wins match 1. Mario plus Peach. Or Wario plus Daisy. You will have 20 minutes to make your decision today and show where your loyalty lies. Good luck. Ooh. Yo, Foxfire, thank you for the resub. I'll get to all the resubs and stuff that happened while I was doing the draw in a second. And yeah, there are no official team names for this at the moment. But if you do have team name ideas, feel free to talk about it. Again, Discord, Reddit, Twitter, wherever. Maybe you can band together with other fans of your team of choice and you guys can come up with a name for them. Now, in the later Mario parties, they actually do have pre-made team names, so you could just use those if you really wanted to. If you want to open a thread for discussion of the tournament on Discord, you can do that. Also, I'm fine with Reddit threads about it and stuff, too. Like, it's okay if people want to talk about it. That's what the Reddit's for, kind of. So... yeah, feel free to do whatever you want. Also, as a reminder, if you can't ever make a full match, or you just are out of town for a week or you forget or whatever, I'm going to try to upload these on YouTube. I'm going to stagger them a little bit. I'm thinking I'll probably stagger them by a week or two, and I'll try to have them going out on Saturday nights, 2 weeks after they happen. If I can do that. If I can make that happen. They'll be on the VODs channel. Okay, so we are now in the game here. I just am gonna update. I'm gonna update the A and B really quick. Dude, this song goes hard. This is gonna be a big one. This is gonna be a big one, dude. Dude, this music with this cutscene goes hard. It goes like harder than it should. Alright, I'm gonna get everything set up really quick. I'll turn on the game sound in a second. This is honestly more hype than that would be anyways. High Altitude, thanks for giving a sub to Generosity. Thank you, by the way, Foxfire for the 13. Mel Styles Stamo for the 3 months. Zamito del Molusco, thank you very much for the 17. Thanks for the raid again, JVF Jordiv. Cyphoid, thanks for giving a sub to Emmy Cheerio. Kate Sound, thanks for the 13. Sibio, thanks for the 11. Crystals, thank you for the 60 as well. Appreciate that. By the way, since I am doing the ad incentive thing, I'm going to be trying to be conscious of the ad breaks. Since we are doing a long match, I might take a couple breaks instead of one break at 25 minutes, just to kind of sync up with the ads, because I don't want people to miss, like, content, you know? Actually, you know what? I think I can do this. I think if I run an ad right now, it disables the ad in the future. No, I'm just gonna wait. Never mind. I'm not gonna mess with that. Okay, so we have... Yeah, they're gonna literally be commercial breaks. If your ad block works, hey, that's great. I'm cool with that. But even if it doesn't, I'm gonna try to be conscious of the ads. There is a timer on my screen here, and whenever one's coming up, I'll try to just take a break in advance, or if there's a natural break point, I'll just pause and then run the ad immediately. That'll work. Okay, and don't worry, you do start as a single player. All right, guys, I think it's time we jump into the gameplay, so let's get the audio and we're gonna get going. Jub. I got you, dude. Jub. All right. All right, I think we're good to go, dude. I think the audio level should be fine. Everything's set up. I think we're ready. I forgot to get my water. That's okay, I'll do that in a second. Actually, I can maybe do it right now. Go. I'm back. Sorry about that. I was trying to go as fast as possible. Reminder, by the way, though, guys, the predictions is open. You'll have about 15 minutes or so to pick your loyalty if you choose to do so. Right now, we have over 1.5 million already in the pot, but the prediction will still be open for another, like, 14 or so minutes. All right, let's get started, though. We're going to jump into it. Time for the rolls coming in. What do we got? Now, reminder, I want to talk a little bit about the format now that we're actually in game here. The way this will work is a first place finish will get you 5 points for your team. Second will get you 4. Third will get you 3. And fourth will get you 1. So you really do not want to get last. If you get last, you will lose it for your team. Now, we are going to monitor the points, though, just in case we need it for stat tracking across the entirety of the tournament. Maybe there might be a tiebreaker somewhere, who knows. Could have a little bonus award rewarded, depending on who you are. So yeah, you really do not want to get last for your team. It is basically a death sentence. I got you. Also, I'll turn it down. The Switch... Or the Wii U audio and the GameCube audio is always louder than my Switch for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, is that better? Alright, so here we go. We are off, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for turn number 1. And so for those of you that are unfamiliar with how Goomba's Greedy Gala, the board, works, this board is broken up into 4 parts. There are ways to get from one section of the board to another without going through the middle, but the easiest way to do it is to go through the middle. You spin the roulette wheel. If you get lucky, you get to pick the direction you go. If you don't get lucky, you go wherever the roulette wants you to go. So this is going to be a combination of strategy, but also a bit of luck from these guys to determine who will come out on top. You see that roulette wheel right there? That is where the spin is decided. And there's 1 point on each of the 4 areas where you will be given the option to go and spin it. Alright, anyways, we're moving on to our first minigame. It's going to be parasailing here. Now, there's an interesting dynamic in doing a team match, because in these 2v2 minigames, you might not always be with your teammate. Now, this time they actually do happen to be, but you have to really think about, do I throw here so the guy on my team loses? You know, you gotta think about the bigger game. It's not about a single minigame here. It's about the final end result, you know? All right, anyways, we are looking all right here so far. Both teams struggling a little bit, but we do have a coin minigame, which means even if you struggle a bit here, as long as you get over 10 coins, you will be getting more money than if you had just won a normal minigame anyways. And the blue team now hits the 10 coin threshold here. All tied up at 11. Now, there are no winners and losers here. There are simply people that get more money and people that get less money. Everyone will be walking out of here with a paycheck. And it looks like the red team is losing this trade-off here. It's going to be the blue team walking away with a net gain of 2. 17 coins to their name compared to the 15 of red. But look at that. Everyone already over the 20 coins needed for a star on turn 1, which is pretty big, honestly. And in this board in particular, it is a big deal. And the reason that it is a big deal is because you can actually pay the Goomba. You can pay him off, you can influence the roulette spin, and you can, with a bit of luck still involved, definitely increase your chances of getting to this section of the board you want to go. So having money in your pocket is very, very good, just in general, but especially on this board. All right, so we have Daisy going for an early warp pipe here. That's going to be very interesting. If she holds on to that, that could be useful in the late game. Interesting strategy here. Mario going for the early Mega. Now, let's talk a little bit about items in Mario Party 4. If you use a Mega Mushroom, unless it is a required interaction, you will dodge it while you are in Mega mode. That means stars, shops, you will pass them. So a high roll here is good in some cases, but if you overshoot it, you will miss your chance at the star. Mario gets unlucky, doesn't pay him off, and he goes in a circle, but it could work out. While Mega, you can actually jump on your opponents and take some of their money here. And it looks like Mario is starting the funnel strategy for his team here, where he took money from both Daisy and Peach, is now sitting at 45. Maybe Peach is going to be playing a bit more of a support role this match. I don't really know for sure, but interesting move there by him. Mario, off to an early start here. 48 coins in his pocket. We're only on turn 2. They are on easy. They're on easy. Yeah, if you pay the least amount of money to rig the wheel, it actually does not do anything to actually rig the wheel. You're just giving the Goomba money. You might as well just say no at that point, like Mario did. But we are moving on. Time for our first 4-player minigame, Bob on Breakers. Now, we're going to need to keep an eye on Mario here. He has the early coin lead. And, wow, look, if we look at the team split, Wario and Daisy are perfectly spaced out, along with Mario and Peach. But this minigame could get a little crazy. It's known for being very long. There's no timer on this. And when the computers are on easy, this gets a little chaotic. It's similar to games like Puyo Puyo or Dr. Mario or even Pad, Puzzles and Dragons, where you're trying to create combinations of the same type of block. If you do that, the blocks will fall down, you can start chaining, and as you combo, you will get more points. The first player to 100 here will win. And right now, it's going to be a rough go here for Peach. She's actually filling up her board here. Only has 3 points to her name. Now, she can get back into this, but if you do fill up your board, you are unable to move until part of your board does get cleared off. And so Peach very quickly running out of options here. Mario, though, doing a good job. 28 points here to his name. Peach, though, maybe looking for a combo play. This could be big. She only has one more block to place, though. Is she going to top out? And yes, she does. Peach is now stun-locked until her section of the board clears up a bit. So all the pressure right now is onto Mario to win for his team. Peach still blocked off here. Daisy's section of the board also starting to get a little crowded, but she did actually free up Peach to continue play a little bit there. Daisy, though, jumping out to a huge combo, up to 68 now. 71, 80. The points are going up. Daisy is comboing right now. Mario, though, does have the double bomb. If you completely surround the bombs, that whole section will explode, and you can start comboing off of it. Daisy, though, only 8 points to go until she hits the limit. Mario, though, comboing a little bit back here. And now Wario topped out on the left-hand side. This is getting a little dramatic right now. Mario up to 81. Oh, but with a nice combo. Daisy will finish it off for her team there. That is a Daisy victory. Well played to Daisy. And after that stomp from Mario on the last turn, she needs that money in her pocket right now, for sure. Hey, I used to speedrun Mario Party 4, so you might be right. But I might be a little rusty. I haven't played this game in a while. Reminder, by the way, guys, the prediction will be closing in a little over 5 minutes. If you have not yet got your bets in, make sure to do that quickly. There's not a lot of time left for that. Meanwhile, in the game, Daisy opting for the early warp pipe. It is not going to pay off. She's going to change with her teammate 1 spot. And she did buy that from the shop, so that is going to be a bit of lost money into the pocket of Daisy there. All right, so Daisy does pay, and I believe she paid the minimum amount. I'm not entirely sure there, but we're going to see what she gets. She goes top left. That is our first player to go into the upper left region. Mario rolling a 5. What's he going to get from it? Just a red space. Now, we do have bonus stars enabled, and in Mario Party 4, they are the standard, guys, the classic. We're talking coin star, minigame star, happening star. So do keep those in mind as we progress through the game. It is a 50-turn match. We're on turn 3. So Wario actually opting to use the Mega here. And I don't know if his strategy here is just board movement or what, but we're going to see what he gets. Now, he did get the 20 coin bonus, so good RNG going his way. He now also gets to choose the direction he goes. That is big for Wario. He chooses to go bottom left here. Wario in the right area for the star there in the lower left, but he passed it by. He does have the option to go through again, though, so he should be fine here. But that is a very, very strong play by him there. And we have a lucky minigame. Are we going to get a ×2 or a ×3 multiplier? Okay, ×2. So this is a higher stakes minigame here. 20 coins up for stakes. And it is time for Reverse a Bomb. Yeah, I'm going to be out of town next week, so I can't be doing this next week. But we'll do it the following Saturday after. All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have got a bit of a match here. And again, the teams line up with their actual loyalty in the tournament here. Now, Reverse a Bomb is all about momentum, though. You want to make sure that you are on your A game here. You don't ever want a bomb going your direction on the pathway, because if even one hits you, it is very easy for you to get stun locked. And just like that, an almost perfect sweep there by the blue team. Daisy and Wario coming out with an easy victory there. Very clean. And Wario now passing up Mario. And look at the coins, man. The coins are already shooting up. We were on turn 4. And we have 2 people that have over 40 coins already. That is insane. All right, Peach going for the Mega here. We're going to see how this goes. $15 coming out by Peach. Thank you, Elidora, for the Prime. And here we go. Peach now going. Is she going to get bottom left? That's what she's hoping for. No, she gets top right along with Mario. Also, Brent Tacos. Thanks for the 100 bits. I'm sorry you got timed out by Fossabot, but don't worry. I saw your Taco Club bits. I appreciate you. All right, so interestingly enough there, Peach actually jumps on Mario and takes some of his money, which I don't know if that would be good, because now they both are not looking too great in the coin department. Reminder that, you know, basically, if you don't get 4th place, if you do better than last, you will be moving on to the next round. And right now, Mario and Peach are in 3rd and 4th. Now, I know we're in the early game, but that is not a good look to have right now. But we are playing an absolute banger of a match, 50 turns, and we are very much still in the early game. Speaking of which, guys, final call on the predictions. Get your bets in if you've not already done so. 2:04 is what my time tells me here. Also, an ad is going to be running in about 15 minutes, so we will be taking our first break then. But yes, as we go into this minigame, last call for predictions, guys. If you are thinking of betting, if you're on the fence, you might want to get those bets in. Alright, anyways, we've got Picture Perfect going on, a 4-player minigame, where all you have to do is solve the puzzle. It is animated, and you can rotate the pieces, which can help, but it can also make it a little more difficult here. Now, the pieces will always be the same for everyone, so if you really are having a hard time, you can always screen peek. This is a valid strategy to bring yourself back into the game here. Right now, it looks like we're all tied up, except for Peach, who's having a hard time. Mario, though, does get the 4th piece placed right now. And Mario maintaining a lead here onto the final 2 pieces. What's it going to be? Mario gets the final rotation. He does it. That is a win for the man in the red hat. Well played. The Bonds reward is a channel point reward that costs 1 point that you can reward, or that you can redeem at the beginning of the stream to declare yourself the daily Bonds winner. I might look into finding a way to have it change so it tells you who got the Bonds when it gets redeemed. I know that's possible, I just haven't set that up yet. Alright, so another Super Mega being picked up by Peach here. I don't know how I feel about this. Also, yes, the predictions are locked, so let's take a look at this. We have an almost even 50-50 split, but it looks like, in terms of sheer numbers, there is more loyalty on the side of Wario and Daisy. Peach, though, does win the roll competition against the Goomba there, and she gets back 10 coins in her pocket. Very nice. Well played. I'm sorry, Fishbee is not in the tournament. He did not enter in time. Sorry about that. We had open applications. He just didn't submit one. Oh, now this is going to be tough. If you lose this roll, you get sent back to start. Daisy is going to take the L here. That is back to start for her. But maybe that's actually what she wants. Now, we didn't talk about it, but Mario actually does get the Boost Crystal Ball here. Now, this is a very strong item. If you have 50 coins, you can use it to steal a star, but even if you don't, you can steal coins, and that is what Mario is going to do here. He's going to go for the Wario coin steal. What's up, Oki? Alright, so Mario leveling out the coin difference there by a little bit. If he wins the roll game here as well, he'll be within 5 coins of Wario. Ooh, but beating an 8 is going to be hard. Oh, and he does it, though. He barely pulls out the dub. Big win for Mario. You love to see that. And Mario now about to go to the boost space again. If Wario gets the star on this turn, Mario can steal it. I think Mario might actually be able to set himself up for a star steal here. This is our first big move being made by Mario here in the early game. Alright, so Wario does not win. Too bad. Try again. And, yes, so Wario is going to be getting star number 1, but if you look at Mario's position on the board and the amount of money he has, the star steal is definitely in the realm of possibility. So, yes, Wario's in first, but we're going to see how long that lasts for. And the next star is... Ooh, in the green section. Dang, that sucks for him. But actually, maybe that's what he wants. The star is in the starting area, so that's a good play. What's up, Grindle Lover? That is true. We could see a bit of team sabotage here. That has not happened yet, but I do expect that to happen as we get further into the match. Oh, but it is a coin minigame, which is actually big. It means the chance for more than 10 coins is there. Now, in this minigame, you do not want to run into the Paracoopas. They will take you out. If your balloon pops entirely, you will no longer be able to collect coins. I believe each player is allowed 3 hits. Yeah, the fly guys and the Paracoopas, they will definitely mess you up. Everyone flying into that one guy for some reason. Kind of a sus play there. I don't know how I feel about that. And these balloons are getting pretty small. Did anyone get the bags? Yes. A few bags have been collected. Wario currently leading, though. Whoa! And that is going to be Mario getting taken out a little bit early here. He's going to miss the final set of bags. And, wow, look at that. Look at the winners and losers of this match. Daisy and Wario definitely feeling good about how that one went, for sure. Yo, what's up, Daft Husky? Bag secured. But here we go. This is the big one. We need to see, will Mario get the star, or what's going to happen here? If Peach busts out the Mega, that could be bad. Mario didn't get enough coins. She could be sabotaging her teammate by going for this. She gets the 10-3. Is she gonna go left or is she gonna go for it? She goes left! She plays it safe, she goes for the dodge! A big play by Peach. The awareness on this lady is insane. But it does take her to the Bowser space. We're not out of the woods yet. And it is going to be only 10 coins from her, unless we get the double Bowser. Very rare chance of that. No double Bowser this time. And so Mario will actually be able to get the Star Steal. Peach actually playing that situation very well. Oh, but we do have a Warp Pipe going the way of Daisy. She could be going for a switch if Mario does not make it to the boo. We're gonna see, though. He needs a big roll here. Yes, he is gonna get it. And there it is, the star that Wario collected now going into the pocket of Mario. A huge pickup there for Team Peach and Mario.
I got it.
I got it. Now, reminder, since we've got a little lull in the action here, if you are interested in this tournament, if you're enjoying it, we are doing up to 6, maybe 7 weeks worth of matches starting this week. There's going to be a break week next week. I'm going to be out of town. But every Saturday afterwards, until the tournament is resolved, we will be doing this. So it really helps out the tournament, the stream, if you share the good word, if you're enjoying what you're watching. You know, whether you link it to a friend, whether you talk about it on Twitter, Reddit, Discord. I think we have a thread going in the Discord talking about the tournament. Anything involving the tournament helps out a lot if you spread the good word on the tournament. Anyways, talking back about the match here, we have the princesses together on a team, and we have Wario and Mario on a team. Now, this is interesting because I believe this is our first 2v2 where the tournament teams are not matching the minigame teams. So you really have to think, what's the option here? Like, what is each player going for? Are they trying to throw? Are they trying to win? I think it depends, right? You really have to treat it on a per game basis. But I think a win right now for Mario would definitely help him, and it would be in his best interest. Wario, though, seems to want to throw here. He is not having it one bit, and so he's running him straight into the wall here. And both teams do get hit by the last set of flame burners. And that is going to look like a win for the blue team, yes. So Mario and Wario will walk away with the dub there. Hey, thanks for letting me know, guys. I'm gonna have to check that out. Computers are on easy. Thank you, Jaga Lily, for the 5 years, the 60 months. That's crazy. Yes, reblog this on Tumblr. Thank you. In previous Mario Party CPU tournaments, I believe in one of the finals, we actually surpassed 1K viewers. I think if we could hit those numbers again, that would be sick. All right, Peach is going for the mega pickup again at the dice game. She has nothing to lose here. A win would help her, a lose would help her. So honestly, if you're Peach, you probably don't really care about how this goes. Oh, big roll though. It is a 50-turn. Every match this tournament is a 50-turn game. All right, so we have the Warp Pipe coming out, and that is going to be another excellent Warp Pipe use by Daisy. Last time she went 1 space, this time she went 0. Daisy making some questionable choices at the moment, but she is doing all right, I guess. So maybe we shouldn't question it. Now, she did pay to buy us the wheel. Lower right is what she's looking for. She does not get it, though. Top left, see you later. By the way, 5-minute warning on our first ad break. This wears me out, so I actually don't mind taking a few extra breaks to rest the vocal cords. Mario does pick up another shroom there. Wario busts out the Super Mega. Now, this is an interesting play because if you're Wario, you are very close to the star. So there's a chance that you pass it by going for the Mega here. I don't know if I agree with the play. We're going to see how it plays out, though. I can't avoid you. That's what you think. Just kidding. Yeah, so here, this is what I was talking about. He could have actually gotten a star there, but because of the Mega usage, he greeds for the Mario Stomp, gets 9 coins, but for what? No star collected. And he paid 10 twice. And he gets the right roll, but he passes the star again. Potentially a blunder here by Wario. But he is now going to where Mario is, so he can do it again. What? Ad break can take this L plus ratio. True. True. Honestly, truing. Thank you for the nod. All right, well, interesting plays there by both Daisy and Wario. Maybe they're getting a little complacent here. But it is now time for a little bit of aim labs here. I hope you guys brought your FPS skills to the table because that's what we got going on here. You are looking to pop the balloon of the color of the flag Toad raises up. What's it gonna be here? It's gonna be red. Who's going for the red flag first? Everyone's tracking around. A few shots are being fired out. Everyone's missing. That is going to be Daisy, though. Gets the first pop. The next one is yellow going up top. Everyone's trying to get up there. It's about to go off the screen. Oh, and that is going to be Bubkiss. No one picking that one up here. Now, a strategy here is to kind of just guess one and then track that balloon, because if you're right, you're already locked onto it. Blue, everyone's trying to get the blue here. What's it going to be? Wario picking that one up. And here we go. The tracking continuing. Purple is going to be the one. Oh, Daisy keeps going past and then going off again. That is going to be Peach now on the board. We are now almost all tied up at 1. Mario yet to get a point here. And it is red again. Who's going for it? Everyone's moving over. Peach firing a few shots. Wario now on match point here. The tracking. Orange. Everyone's making their way over there. All Wario has to do is get this one and he will win the round. The shots are going out. No one's hitting. Daisy, though, or sorry, Peach gets her second point. Now we are tied up. 2 players on match point. Mario yet to get a single score. Blue is what we're looking for. The tracking. Everyone's trying to get over there. The shot's going out. And Wario does it. Well played to him. All right, so the ad is going to go in a minute and a half. So I think instead of interrupting a turn, we're going to take our first ad break right now. I can just go ahead and manually run the ad. So let me go ahead and do that. And this is going to be our first ad break. Don't worry, though. I'm going to get up and walk around. You will not miss any gameplay. But this is going to be our first ad break of the night. So I'm running it, and I'll put some music on. I'll be back in just about 2 minutes. You guys can talk about the match thus far, how you guys are feeling about it. But I will see you all then. So give me a second here. All right, I'll be right back. Real edge hours. Okay. Still a little bit of edge going, so gotta wait for just a sec here. Oh, the channel pulling thing? You should check the Chudhead Lounge. I responded to your message in there. I was just busy with other stuff today. Am I opposed to one of the team names being the entire Axe Story copy pasta? I mean, sure. I don't care. Okay, it says this ad is in progress for 36 seconds. I don't know how this thing works. I'm new to this thing. So I'm just gonna wait for this timer to run out before we continue. Look, you guys can make the team names whatever you want. I don't care. All right, 5 seconds. I think we're good. Nut. All right, the ads are done. So we're now good to go on ads for another, like, 50-something minutes. All right, so we're now jumping back into the gameplay here. Thank you for the ad break. But it is now time we jump into turn number 9 here. Nut. Alright, so here we go. Now, interesting move here. Peach uses the Mega, doesn't get anyone, and skips over the Boo. We are getting some very questionable decisions so far by some of these players. Now, keep in mind they are on easy, so that is definitely going to influence the decision-making, but this is really not, I mean, this is not the most polished play I've ever seen. I think there is a chance that maybe everyone's just kind of nervous. You know, it's match 1, new tournament. It's been a while. Guys are still figuring it out. You need 7 TV. Oh, Mario, though, gets good RNG. Is still Mega. What's he gonna go for here? So, again, this is another instance of everyone, like, this is, people keep misusing the Mega Mushroom. Now, optimally here, this, if he gets up there again, this will be a perfectly used mushroom, because then he'll be one space away, but he needs the luck here. Will he be able to get it? Let's find out. Oh, and he does! He gets the double 20, what? Mario with the insane luck here coming in. He goes at lower right, wins big, gets double good RNG, and now should be able to get a second star here on the next turn if he plays it right. Very good luck coming in there for Mario. Now, a lot of people will talk about how Peach is a cheater. Now, she's not doing too great this game, but do you know who is on Mario's team? It is Peach. I don't know if this is going to spark controversy, but I just want to go ahead and point that out there as an option. You know, something to think about. Anyways, Wario paying the big money here. 20 coins. Will he get good luck on the roulette wheel? And he also does get it. So the 20 coin payout was worth it. And he can go and steal some money from Mario, but like, it's really not going to have that much of an impact. He gets a little extra cash. I guess he does hit Peach. So Peach now on the double goose egg here. Bubkiss in her pocket. No items, no stars, no coins. Not looking good for Peach fans. Now, again, we need to talk a little bit briefly about the format here. Reminder, a first and a fourth place is not enough to win. Second and third is worth more points combined. So Peach is definitely going to have to carry her own weight here if she wants to get back into this. All right, here we go. It's now time for cliffhangers. Now, this minigame is an interesting one because there are many fake-outs that can occur, like you just saw there. However, when an actual wind gust does happen, if you do not grab in time, you will fall down. So it's all about, it's kind of a game of chicken, right? You have to call the bluff of whether or not you think the wind is actually going to gust like that. And in that instance, both the red and the blue team fall down, lose a bit of distance there. Now, it looks like the princesses are in a slight edge here. And if you are Princess Peach, you need money right now. So if I'm you, I'm playing my heart out. With no items, no stars, no coins. She has Bubkiss. She needs at least some money to work with to pull herself back into this game. So I would be playing for the win, but it looks like Daisy seems to be aware of this, and she's actually throwing there, preventing Peach from the victory. Finish! And Mario will grab the win for the red team on the left there.
Yeah, I'm the winner! I gotta win!
All right, so here we go. Will Mario use the mushroom? That is the real question. He could also use the mini and go for a random chance time. That would be exciting. We'll see if he does it. Well, keep in mind, this is only round one. It's a double elim tournament. This is not an elimination match. We have the bracket right here on the whiteboard. Mario goes for the mini. This could be crazy. We could see a chance time here. Does he go for the chance time? It is on the board. If he goes up, we will have a chance time. Will he do it, though? Oh, yeah, for sure. You can tell these guys are sweating bullets. Very high stakes. And the star is up there, so if Mario's thinking about the direction to go, he will go. We have a chance time! The game one chance time is real! It's happening. This is gonna get crazy. It is not very often we see chance times in these Mario Party games, but when they happen, they are spicy. Let us see how this one plays out here. Now, he could play for himself, or he could try to work on getting Peach back in the game. We'll see which one he opts to play for here. Okay, so he is trying to get Peach back in the game here. She has nothing to lose. So any money going into her pocket would be good for Mario. And it is going to be a 20 coin payout from Wario into the pocket of Peach. Well played, Mario. Thinking about the long game here, that should get her back in the game. She is still in 4th, but she now has at least a little bit of money to work with, which will be a pretty big kickstart in her comeback here. Alright, Wario busts out the Mega here. And I don't know what he's hoping. I think he wants to get some of his money back. He's actually gunning for Peach. He says, I just gave you 20 coins. I'm taking some of that back right now. But now the roll. He needs to go upper right. Is it going to happen? Let's find out. And it is. He does get good RNG here. So Wario making big moves to keep himself in the game here. Alright, so we have our one... I think this is our first 1v3. It's gonna be Fish and Drips. Fish and Drips, a bit of an interesting minigame. Because if only one person decides to troll, they can entirely ruin it for the team of 3. So the player on the left has to hit a button sequence. Meanwhile, the guys on the right only have to hit a single button, but they have to hit it in order. You cannot hit the button before the person in front of you goes. First team to fill up will get the W here. But if one person on the team of 3 decides not to play the game, game over. Game over. Alright, Mario does look like he has an edge here, though. So this would be more money in his pocket if he can pull off this victory. But really, at what point do you start thinking about your teammate? If Mario has a pretty established first-place lead, then, you know, he has to help Peach. Because if she ends in 4th, they still lose the game. Hey, no problem, man. I'm glad people seem to enjoy these. Alright, so that is going to be a win for the team of 3 there, actually. Very surprising. Peach moving on. Yeah, the formatting for this tournament we're using is a point-based system determined by final placing. We're doing a 5-4-3-1 split. So 5 for first, 4 for second, 3 for third, and 1 for fourth. And the reason being, we just didn't want to have it to where one person could go way out ahead of everyone and then the match would stop mattering. It should help to keep things a little interesting because every place matters, not just first. That is going to be Daisy, though, actually, barely sneaking out a victory there. If she gets the happening, she will be in the upper right. Yeah, because in these games, oftentimes, you do have runaways, right? Where one guy just gets really far ahead, and then at that point, it stops mattering. Because it's like, well, this guy's clearly going to win the game. But if you add stakes for the lower positions as well, it keeps things interesting to the very end. Alright, so we have Mario actually getting the dubs. Also does get the +3 from the blue. Mario looking like he's in a good spot here. But yes, right now, the team on the right, Wario and Daisy, is actually in first. But Wario picking up a star here. That is going to be very good for maintaining that high-ranking position there. Well played to him. So after an unfortunate chance time a few turns ago, that is going to be Wario surging back. And Daisy actually is already in the upper left as well. Which means we could see another star picked up here pretty quickly. What's it gonna be here? We have a 3 coming out for Wario. And that is going to be -3 for him. Lucky mini game. Well, I find it's much more easier, or it's much more doable, I guess I should say, for someone in 4th to get into 3rd rather than someone who's very far and away in first to get caught up by second. I mean, you can talk about formatting however you'd like. I've done it a few different ways. That's just how we're doing it this time. Alright, so we have Wario looking to see if he can secure the bag here. More money in the pockets for him. And he does go for Daisy first. Interesting play. Maybe she gave him that. She's like, we need to create the Wario funnel, where we put all of our money into you. So I'm gonna let you grab me so we can get an easy victory here. Whoop, and that is gonna be a well-played, clean, honestly, minigame from Wario there.
Yeah, I'm gonna win.
Yeah, we had a sub goal for this, so I'm glad we hit it. It's fun to bring this back. Every time I do these, I try to mix up the format a little bit too to keep it interesting. In the past, I think I did one with teams where like we just added the total star count and coin count from all of them together. We're just trying something a little different to see if it's better or worse. You know, if it ends up being bad, then we'll just not do it again, but yeah. Yes, the tournament is going to span Mario Parties 4 through 7. And, to handle the DK situation, since DK is only playable in 4, it is a fusion between DK and Toad. Toad will be the representative for 5, 6, and 7. But DK will be here for 4. Whoa. What do we got here? That is going to be Wario. Just getting a +3, nothing too crazy there. Alright, time for Candlelight Flight. Now, I often find this minigame is very winnable for the team of 3, but the solo player can very often out-weasel and snag themselves a W here, especially in these Mario Party CPU matches. If you are coordinated and you're playing with your other 2 teammates and you're on the team of 3, I find it's not too hard to trap someone up against the wall here, but obviously there's not going to be that same level of coordination in one of these games. And so the solo player can kind of route their way around their opponents while they all just follow them around in like a line here. However, if you do run into them, that does not make your life any easier. But yes, just barely there. That is going to be a win for Daisy. Holding on there. And it looked like she was actually going to get hit there. However, the time ran out. And when the time's over, the game is over. So she does take the dub there. Ooh, and here we go. It is another Bowser coming in. This is the second one Peach has got in this game. In the upper right. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, big man's here. What's it gonna be? We could see a Bowser Revolution, a Bowser Communism, Bowser Shuffle. Ooh, and this could be game-changing. There were a few people that were very close to the star, but after the shuffle, that will mix up everything. Yes, there is bonus. Also, thank you, Squeak. Alright, so Daisy's still there near the star. Should be fine, but Mario also there with a high enough roll. He could maybe snag it here. Are we gonna see a steal here? Yes, Mario, with the big roll, comes in. Takes star number 3 out from under the hands of Daisy there. An insane roll coming in from the man in the red hat. Next star is going to be over there near the boo, and that is going to be a very spicy one because with the coin counts getting as high as they are, we could see a star grab into star steal potential. Mario is over here. What's he going to go for? Opts for the chomp call. The Fweeter making a return here in Game 1 of the Mario Party Tournament. Oh, but he loses the roll against the Goomba. That 9 was very strong, and so he's now going to go back to start. No longer is he near the star, and because of that, we might actually see the chomp call used early. But right now, I don't think there's any direct threat to the star, so we should be fine. All right, here we go. Hide and go. Boom. Now, this minigame, if you are Mario and Peach, you want to work together to make sure you are not in the same cannon here. Other than that, I don't really think there's too much strategy here. Daisy might get lucky, she might not. But if we see a double or a triple stack, that is going to be very bad for the Mario-Peach duo. All right, so far so good through one cannon. 2 more to go. So now we do need at least a double stack to win here. Oh, and we get the triple stack. What a blunder. Everyone in X. That's going to be a win for Daisy. Dude, you know, I can maybe understand Wario being in the same one as Peach or Mario, but look, if you guys are on the same team, you gotta at least, you gotta talk that through. I mean, it's very clear there was a lack of coordination there. The comms must have been very cluttered. No, we can't really know. We can't listen on the comms, unfortunately, but if we could hear what was going through their minds there, I guarantee there was a bit of confusion. I've never looked into DS. It might be possible. Alright, so here we go. Daisy busting out the Mega Mushroom. What's it gonna be? A 1 and a 10. So she might get a little bit back here. A little bit of revenge onto Mario, which will definitely help her out. But she goes on the Bowser space. And what is it gonna be? Is it gonna be the Koopa Kid? Or are we gonna get the full big man? Koopa Kid coming out. 10 coins from everyone. And do we get the double Bowser? No. Mario opts to go for the mini mushroom here. Now, we have a bit of an interesting thing going on, though, because due to the formatting, Mario is very clearly far ahead and first, but Peach has nothing. And so, there needs to be some effort that is put in by Peach, because she cannot just get carried forever. Oh, she does get bonked, though. She gets hit with the bot. Alright, so another Mega picked up by Wario there. And, I don't know, will the Mega on Peach help? I'm not entirely sure here. But when we have another 2v2 that is perfectly divided along team lines. Cheap sweep. Mario needs, like the red team, they need to get Peach back in the game right now. Very important for that to happen. And if you're on the side of Wario and Daisy, you're feeling actually pretty comfortable right now. You're both carrying your weight fairly well. You just want to keep going. But there is definitely an elephant in the room. And it lies along the first, 4th place divide. You know, they might need to share the wealth a little bit here. Right now, though, it is going to be the red team with an early lead. However, Daisy does get the golden Sheep there. That is going to be big. There are still 2 goldens up top. The goldens are worth more points than the normal red Sheeps, so you definitely want to gun for those. If one team gets both of them, they should have enough points to win the game. Wario on the move. He's up there. He's fiending. Will he get them? They're right next to him. The net goes out. 1 picked up now by Wario. The blue team now trying to get the golden Sheep. Mario on the rotation. Peach eyeing the Cheep. And it seems like no one is able to get it right now. Oh, but she doesn't make it back in time. A clutch play out. Wario gets the final drop. A 12-11 victory because Peach could not drop off the golden Cheep. That is an insane win, actually, for the red team there. That was kind of wild. Joel moment. Peach, though, does have a chance to get back into this. And reminder, this is because Wario did hit her with the Mega Hammer. So he actually did that to himself, gave Peach 10 coins. Peach spinning the roulette wheel here. Landing on the star would be huge for her. She gets the star! And this might be what she needs to get back in the game. Ooh. She's now headed towards the star. No hidden blocks have been hit yet either, by the way. Those are still available here. Yeah, the formatting, pretty easy to understand for the sake of this match. It's double elim tournament. Teams of 2, 4 teams of 2. And the scoring is first place is 5, second place is 4, third place is 3, and fourth place is 1. Alright, Mario just kind of making his way around here. If he did get a happening up top, that would send him in the right direction. Or, I mean, he can just go back to start. That's fine, too. I mean, I guess if there's ties, we'll handle it when we get there, and we could probably do a tie break based on total number of stars and coins. But there shouldn't be. We have the scoring system set up, so there will not be any ties. So. Wario goes for the mega interesting roll here. Wario opting to hold on to the Fweeter and instead pay the 5-coin fee, which I don't think really does anything. Whoa. Alright, interestingly enough, it is going to be Wario going back away from the star. Interesting. He do be spinning, though. Yeah, if there's like a tie for third, then yeah, maybe it could get a little weird. We'll see. There shouldn't need to be a tiebreaker, but if there is, we can probably resolve it pretty easily. All right, so interestingly enough, we have another 1v3 on our hands. And I personally find this minigame very hard for the solo player. Mario, though, doing an okay job of... Never mind, he goes AFK, just dies. He just straight up threw. This guy literally, he just... Okay. Well, you know what? This might be a move here. It might be an intentional throw by Mario to get Peach more money to kind of bring herself back in the game here. And going down the right-hand side, if she wins the dice roll, she could get a star pickup. Ooh, goes for the warp pipe. Interesting. But if she wants to get the star, she needs to win the dice roll here. 5, that's doable. Literally 50-50 here. She gets it. That is a big roll for Peach. If she did not get that, she would be back to start. But instead, she gets the star. Peach will be moving out of 4th place with this star pickup. This is a big move for the Mario-Peach duo. Going from 1st and 4th to 1st and 2nd place off of that star pickup. Big moves. And she's not done yet. She does get to go to the Boo House, which means we could see coins stolen from Daisy. Yeah, and she is going to go for the Daisy coin steal. A smart play here by Peach. Yeah. 23 coins collected. Peach looking very strong, feeling like she's in a very good spot after that move, but we're not done yet. The third mix-up is here, and it is in the form of a Bowser space. The big man is here. Do we have a Bowser game? It is Bowser game time. And it's just for items. So, doing a quick look here, the only people that have worthwhile items is going to be Wario with the Chomp Call and Peach with the Warp Pipe. So these are the guys that you need to be watching during this Bowser minigame. It is time for Fruits of Doom. So this minigame is pretty easy to understand. A list of fruit are going to scroll through. You have to pay attention to them. we go. And if you give Bowser a fruit that is not on the list, game over. Goes for the melon. That is going to be a win for Peach. Moving on. It's going to be a grape collected by Daisy. I do believe that was on the list, so she should be good. And Mario has no items here. So if Mario really wanted to make sure that Peach held onto her item, he could just lose. And then nothing would happen. But we'll see the ops to play it out and tries to get Wario or Daisy to mess up, rather than just taking the hit here. All right, he's good to go. The pressure now onto Wario. He does have the Chomp Call in his inventory. A very strong item, changes the location of the star. So losing it here would be bad, because that item could save him in the late game. He's good to go, though. We're in the clear. It's going to be an apple going down to Peach. Peach does have the Warp Pipe. She bought it last turn. And, oh, see ya later. Peach is getting blasted. See ya later, Princess Peach. So she had a very good turn so far. She had the star still. She had the star pickup. But it doesn't end in all good things. That is going to be -2 items. See ya later. What turn? Let me do a turn check here. 15 of 50. We have a lot of game left to play, guys. There's so many animations in this board that it takes forever. And back to start for her, but maybe actually not a bad move. Alright, so really, other than that Peach play, not much happening here. Wario opting to go for the mini mushroom. Interesting. No, the bathroom break is in 28 minutes. That's when the next Adge is happening. Alright, interesting usage there by Wario. I don't really know what that was about. But we've got another 2v2. What is it going to be? It's going to be Order Up. Order Up is probably one of my favorite underrated 2v2 games in Mario Party 4. So Toad here, he's going to want 2 items. And you and your teammate have to get those items before your opponents do. The first team to do that will get a point. First 3 wins. Double fries here. We got a fry guy on our hands. Everyone having a hard time. Peach does get the first fry for the red team. Peach with the carry there. Peach now really upping her intensity. After a rough start, kind of a slow start, she is really lighting up. She's on fire right now. All right, so we are going for the corn dog ice cream. And Wario and Mario now answering back. 1 point on the board. I'm guessing Lisa today. Yes, I got it right for once. All right, so we've got a corn dog fry duo that is currently being requested by Toad. Everyone having a hard time here finding them. And Wario gets both of those, puts the blue team on match point. Now, Wario and Daisy are both in 3rd and 4th now. The pressure is on them to pull themselves back into the game. And since they are on separate teams here, I don't really think it matters too much if they win or lose, because one of them gets money and the other doesn't. But if they are playing a funnel strategy to try to get one of them very far ahead, that could be a smart play. Maybe it's Wario here. Who knows? And there is the current score split. 3-1-1-0 is the star scoreline. Alex Egan, thank you very much for the 55. This match is sponsored by Grindle Inc.'s Grindleizer, the premier flattening utensil for all your kitchen baking and tenderizing needs. The Grindleizer by Grindle. Hashtag @. And that is going to be a Boo's Crystal Ball picked up by Peach in the store. A huge pickup there. Allows you to summon Boo from anywhere on the map. If she can get up over 50 coins, we could see a Star Steal come in as well. Here we go, Daisy. With the mini mushroom coming out here. I don't really know what the game plan is. This really doesn't do anything for her. Maybe she just really wanted to get a blue space, who knows? Who are you rooting for? Well, since we've got a little lull here. Wait a minute! The lamp pickup. The lamp was in the shop. Mario goes for it. This is our first lamp of the match here into the hands of Mario. Already is a 3-star lead, looking to grow that even further. That is big. But yes, okay, so now that that's done, we can talk a little bit about this. This is a double elimination tournament. We are doing 1 match per week on Saturday nights. The exception being next Saturday, I'll be out of town. I'm visiting family. But after that, every following Saturday, we will be doing the match of the week. This is a double elimination 4-team bracket. This is Team 1 versus Team 4. Now, Team 2 is Yoshi and DK/Toad. I think that might be the fan favorite. And Team 3 is Waluigi and Luigi. They're going to be playing next week. Or next match, I should say. Talking a little bit about the game, though. This mini-game is all about coordination. The way it works is you have to run through the maze to find the box that is your color. And actually, I think Wario and Peach were both right there. They actually went the wrong way. I don't really know what happened there. But you... Okay, so once you get the box that is your color, you want to meet up with your teammate, assuming they've also done the same. One has a key, one has a box. And yeah, here's what you want to do here. You want to do the follow strat, and both teams are doing this. That way, once the other teammate does get to the... Wario ran past the box again, dude. Wario with a huge throw there. That is 2 throws by Wario, allowing Daisy and Mario to walk away with the dub on that one. Smile check. Any smilers? Dude, he ran past the box twice. What was that? Oh, you added in Fweet back? The return of Fweet? Fweet is back for the Mario Party season, guys. This is like college football season. All right, we have Peach using the Boo's Crystal Ball onto Daisy. Does want to steal some more of that money. 24 coins, a big steal by Peach. All right, it should be back now. If it doesn't show up yet, it'll show up eventually. But we do have Fweet back. All right, so that's going to be Peach going bottom left here. She is where the star is. And yeah, the Mario-Peach duo is really heating up. Now, there are no official team names at the moment, but there are a few ongoing discussions. We have a thread in Discord for specifically this tournament. You guys can also open up a discussion about this on Twitter, Reddit, whatever. And if you guys can decide on specific team names for each of the 4 teams, we can refer to them by that in the future. But for now, I'm just going by the players on each team. It's kind of hard to have a team name immediately for all of them. All right, so here we go. Wario making his way around the upper left. Wario does still have that chomp call. The Fweet is still in his inventory. He could go for a dodge. But we gotta get through the Bowser space first. And what's it gonna be? Minus 20 from Wario. You hate to see that. And yeah, after a pretty strong early start here, with Daisy and Wario holding on to that 2nd and 3rd spot for quite a while. They're now in 3rd and 4th. They're gonna need to up their game as we go into the mid-game here. Yo, thank you very much, Maester, for the 65, and welcome back. Appreciate you very much. All right, so here we go. This is another coin minigame. The coins collected here are kept by everyone. The solo player does have first grabs, but if they fall off, they get a slightly longer stun lock before they're brought back into the game. And Daisy's opting to go for the hold up left or up right strategy, opting to not go to the lower portion of the conveyor belt and just stay on the left-hand side, but it seems to be working. I mean, look at the coin split here, 26-4? Wow, well played. That is a huge amount of money going into the pockets of Daisy. And after being stolen from multiple times, it's much needed. In fact, that might be enough. Yeah, look at that. To get her almost to 100 coins. Woo. This turn brought to you by the SMB3 boot. Have munchers in your yard as you try to tend your fire flowers. Protect yourself with the highest quality of footwear this side of the Mushroom Kingdom. Text BOOT for a 15% discount on your very first pair. Hashtag ad. Tall Keyboard, thank you very much for the 17 months. Welcome back as well. Appreciate you. Flute theme song featuring Travis Scott. What? All right, a big roll by Peach here. Uses the Mega, gets right in front of the star, and she just now passed over the 20 coin threshold. Are we going to see... we could have seen a warp pipe out of Daisy, but no, she opts to hold on to it. Very interesting play there by her. Because Peach does have move priority, but Mario, instead of letting Peach get it and extend their lead in first and second, he decides to snipe his teammate and extend the first place lead out to 4 stars. So that is probably not the best move out of him, but it is the return of the thick genie. Here he is. Yeet. Now, I mean, at the end of the day, their team is still getting another star, which is not bad. But you really, once you have such a firm lead in first, you want to start helping your teammate out. Because at that point, your lead doesn't really matter that much. You're feeling very comfortable about where you're at. Oh, but for the team of Wario and Daisy, they are both in the right region with the star. That could be big. Now, unfortunately, they have to take another lap around to get there, but they are already there. But he decides to chop call it away. A big blunder coming out by Wario here. The fleet is being used. This could be game deciding right here. And the star is now going to go to the upper right section. Bold strategy, it could work. But I really feel like in that scenario, you want to at least allow yourself or your teammate to get the star. Interesting play by Wario. Does roll a 10. Maybe he's looking to stack happening spaces for the bonus. I don't really know. Because if you do land on one of these happening up here... Oh, but the hidden block! It wasn't a star. No star this time around, but he will take the 20 coins. That was a little stressful for a minute. That was crazy. I think it's time I take a breather. Speaking of take a breather, here we go. This is a mashing minigame. You're going to take in as much air as you can. The player that stays underwater the longest will get the W here. And is that a two-way tie? Yeah. I have never seen that before. A two-way tie between Peach and Wario on Take a Breather. That means we have 2 victors on that minigame. Second and third are going to take the plus 10 coins each. No, the ad's just not for another 15 minutes or so. All right, so here we go. Princess Peach now busting out the Mega. And I don't really know how I feel about this play. Okay, maybe she just wanted a little more insurance. She's trying to catch back up. That did put Wario, the hidden block and the minigame win did put Wario back into second. Okay, well, Mario had not much money to lose there, but I assume he's gonna steal it back from Peach. Wait a minute, Warp Pipe coming out. What's it gonna be? That is gonna be Daisy and Wario switching places. Probably the best use of a Warp Pipe by Daisy yet. It's her third one. Still not great, but it's better than the other two. Okay, Daisy now sitting on 100 coins, but now everyone has a star except for her. So, you know, she's gonna need to get a star at some point to get herself back into it. Whoa. Alright, 2-1, what's it gonna be? 3, that's gonna be -10 from Peach into the pocket of Mario. You love to see it. Or you hate to see it, depending on who you are. I don't really think it matters too much in the long run there. It does mean that they will both have enough to get a lotto ticket. And generally speaking, you want to enter the lottery at least once, because in the last 5 turns, if your lotto ticket is a winner, all 3 of the icons match, you can get a bonus star. I've only ever seen it happen once in my 10+ years of playing this game, but it is possible. Yeah, the bonus stars in Mario Party 4 are the standard. Minigame, coin, and happening. Alright, it is now time for Manta Rings. Now in this minigame, each ring is worth 1 point. The golden ring is worth 3. You do not want to hit the bloopers. They will appear. If you hit anything, you will lose points. There's also an eel that comes across. The player with the most at the end will win. There's the first set of bloopers coming in. And that's going to be -1. Peach taking a hit there on the blooper. Another -1. Wario with an early lead. The golden rings coming out. Okay, we don't need golden rings here, apparently. Wario up to 6. The other two at 5. Mario on 0 points right now. The next set of golden rings coming out. That is going to be one of them getting picked up by Peach here. And yeah, I think we're gonna have another tie here between both Peach and Mario again. Both getting 9 apiece. Mario getting 1. Don't really know what was going on with him there, but not a great performance by him. That is a blooper, kind of. Alright, so, yeah, I think that should be a lotto ticket for her collected. And this right here, this is what you want. That enables you to get a star in the last 5. It's very rare, but it can happen. Scratch off ticket. Try again. See you later. Bupkis, dude. Mario will get his shot at it here in just a second as well. And Daisy trying to get out of this top left region, but it's going to be another Bowser space. And she has a lot of money in her pocket. A Bowser game here for all of your money would be game-changing. But instead, it's just... the Koopa Kid decided to take 20 from everyone. Kind of brutal there. No double Bowser. Mario, though, means he now can no longer go to the lotto. I have seen the jackpot on all of them, I think. And so all that Bowser Space did was deny Mario the lotto ticket. Wario trying to escape the upper left region as well. Still here. Nope. Another lap. So kind of a boring turn. Not much happening there, but that's okay. Not every turn is going to be super exciting. Just kind of one of those developmental turns, you know? Alright, so here we go. This minigame is featured, of course, in Mario Party Superstars as well. You have to, as the goalie, dodge or block all the shots. If you're the team of 3, you have to score 10 combined goals in 30 seconds to win. And right now, everyone's having a hard time getting in the net here. They're kicking too high or too far to the side. That is a few more goals, though, scored. They still have a chance to win for the team of 3. And they're splitting the defenses here on Daisy. One more to go, and that's going to be it. The team of 3 walking away with the dub here. Peach, Mario, and Wario will take another dub. So definitely a big play for Mario there, who was having a hard time getting himself started. Was sitting on a very low coin count for quite a while. And here we go, another dice game, dice duel. 6 coming in from the Goomba. What is Peach gonna roll? Ooh, almost nice, not quite. Now, actually, I feel like it might be in your best interest to go back to start here, though, so I think she might have wanted to lose that game. Sometimes losing it is actually the play, because it allows you to go back to the roulette wheel. Which one am I? I am not playing. I am the commentator. They are all computers. We're doing a CPU tournament here. No! Alright, Mario going back to start. It might seem like he's not happy about it, but I think that was the right call. Strategically, it means he gets to go to the shop again. He can go back to the roulette wheel. It gets him moving instead of going in a circle again. Here we go. Wario getting close to the star here, I believe. No, he's still in the upper left, my bad. But he does look like he wants to play the minigame here. Surprisingly, no battle games yet. This would actually be really good for the speedrun. Alright, so a chomp call is on the table. Will he go for it, though? Chomp call is going to be on the far right. Will he go for that option? He does get the chomp call. The Fweeter collected. Another Fweeter into the pocket of a Wario. We'll see if he opts to use that or hold on to it again. Because he did allow multiple stars to get collected before he mixed it up last time. Alright, moving on. What's it going to be? Time for right or left? So we are back here again. And this time, the team lineup is slightly different. We've got Mario and Daisy on the red team. And we have Peach and Wario on the blue team here. Now, this is kind of a tough one, right? Like, if you're thinking team-wise, do you want to play this out? Because obviously one team has to win. Mario and Peach are feeling fairly comfortable in first and second, though. So I guess maybe Mario might want to let Peach win to help grow her lead a bit. Meanwhile, if you're Daisy or Wario, what are you thinking about right now? You're probably thinking, I just need to get money, right? So you're probably just playing it out. Normally, I can only imagine what the comms are like right now. The first Mario Party game I played was Mario Party 2, but I got 1 later. I think I have all of them, 1 up through 7. And I also have 9. I don't think I got 8. Alright, it is going to be a win for the red team here. I did cry over missing a star. I fell out of a chair once and said no to a star when I was young playing Mario Party 2, and I cried about it. It was very sad, very traumatic. Alright, so here we go. Peach making the rounds, wants to play the lotto again. Maybe second time's the charm. You know what they say, every gambler is 1 play away from... Oh, never mind. That is gonna be just some money lost by Peach there. She's not gonna win. You hate to see it. And here we go. We've got Daisy busting out the Mega Shroom. The Power Couple versus Scuffed Couple? Are you saying that's what this match is, Markov? How do you know? Alright, it's time for our first battle mini-game. What is it gonna be here? 20 coins apiece. There is a lot of money to be won here. What is it gonna be? Ooh, okay. Opts to go for this minigame. This minigame is high stakes. In this one, if you run off the side, run into the flame wall, or get hit by the chain chomp, you are eliminated. Last person standing walks away with the dub. right, everyone doing a good job. Opting to go for the AFK strategy. I don't know how I feel about this. Daisy misreads the situation, runs into the chain chomp. Mario does the same. We're down to our final 2 here. Oh, and Peach, she tries to get out of the way. She's a little too late on that. That is going to be a win for Wario. So let's take a look at the payouts here. That is going to be a lot of money going into his pocket, though, for sure. 56-24-0-0 is going to be the split here. We'll see how much time is left after this minigame. I think we might be taking our next ad break, though, in just a minute here. We've got about 5 minutes till, but I can run it early, so I think after this minigame, we will run the edge. We'll take our next break. Alright, Mario, though, meanwhile, does get the plus 20 coins. Insane luck coming out of this guy here. And he is going to want to go up right here. Yes, well played. Yeah, they run 2 minutes every hour. Yeah. But I can run them a little bit early. But normally, I don't. I'm just doing it today for this in particular. Alright, so it's time for the Great Deflate. I do 1 2-minute run, and then don't do one for another 60. Alright, so it's time for the Great Deflate. It is time to say hello to one of the relatives of the Grindle here. We've got the inflatable Thwomp. Now, the way this minigame works is simple. You want to coordinate jump ground pounds with your teammate. If you hit both of them at the same time, more air will escape the Thwomp. The team that flattens in fully first or has the most air out at the end will win. Right now, it's looking like Wario and Mario have a bit of an edge. But it looks like the princesses could bring it back here. Very doable. But no, that is going to be a win for Mario and Wario. More money going into the pocket of Mario. Mario now very far ahead, actually. And let's take a look at this. Yeah, Mario with a 3-star lead at this point. I knew he had it, but just looking at it, that's insane. All right, guys, it's time to take our next ads break. I'm doing 2 minutes of ads per hour due to the ad incentive program. But, you know, we're about halfway done with the game, so works out. If you want to continue to talk about how you think the match has been going, join the Discord. There's a thread in there. You can talk about it here in Twitch chat, what have you. But if you do get an ad, don't worry. You will not miss any content. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have been enjoying the tournament so far. Be right back. All right, I'll be back in just a minute here. Thank you, Rocket Thumbs, for the resub. I've returned. Just in time. The ad break is ending in 10 seconds. Very nice. Yo, why is that Ditto freaking out? Oh, it's Hyper Ditto. All right, we are back from the scheduled ad break. Welcome back, everyone. It's time to continue the match. If you're just joining us, we are doing match 1. This is round 1, match 1 of the Mario Party CPU Fall 2022 Classic. Actually, I realized the chat was going over where the size of the, or where the match info is, so I'm gonna shrink them down just a little bit real quick here. Okay, 1 second. Chat, you're coming with me. All right, there you go. That should be a little bit better. I just gotta move you guys over really briefly. Whoop, whoop. All right. Sorry about that. If you got an ad, though, don't worry. You didn't miss any content. The first match is a banger. We've got the duo of Mario and Peach going up against the team of Daisy and Wario. And right now, it is a fairly close game. But it looks like the Mario Peach team does have the edge for the time being here as we approach the halfway point. Ooh, and it's time for another Bowser space. These Bowser spaces are heating up, dude. And that's going to be minus 15. I'm wondering, we're getting a lot of Bowsers. Will we get the double Bowser today? That is a very rare thing to happen. It does not happen very much. I don't know the exact percentage. I think it might be in the single digits. And that is going to be minus 3 from Mario as well. Oh, but here we go. Wario getting active. Bust out the Fweeter. It is coming out. He says, Mario, you are not getting that star this time. And we're going to see where it ends up here. This is getting spicy. Have a good night, B-Guy. The next star is going to be down there. What is that? I believe in the lower left portion. This is big. What a mix-up there. It's time for Order Up. We are now doing another Order Up match here. You guys have already seen this once today. We're going to see what the Toad is feeling this time around. This time, though, it is going to be Mario and Daisy up against Peach and Wario. Daisy is currently in 4th, but it's not because she didn't have money. So I guess more money is always a good thing to have in this game, but she does need to eventually get a star here, which a minigame will not help her with. And that is going to be Mario and Daisy getting the first point there. All right, so we're going for the burger corn dog combo, the classic. Everyone trying to make their way. No one seems to be able to find it. All right, so it is going to be the red team on match point here. Mario, another minigame win here, will definitely add to the minigame column for him, which would make him look even more appealing as a potential first place winner come the bonus stars. You had a video about the stream show up on your TikTok. That's metal. I checked my phone. I saw Daft Husky gave me a shout out about this on TikTok, which I do appreciate, man. See, look, the word is getting out to the right people. They're already here. They're already in the stream. All right, we're all tied up here. Match point. The 5th round, who's it gonna go to? A win for Mario would be good, but, I mean, Peach is kind of struggling a bit. And if they could hold on to a 1st and 2nd, that would be big. So a win here for her would be good as well. And they're gonna get it. That is going to be Peach Wario getting the dub. Very nice. Yo, CNN just covered the CPU match. Let's go, dude. That's big, that's big. I bet that would be kind of weird, though. Like, what are the chances, right? You're scrolling through TikTok, you get a TikTok about the thing that you're also watching. Ooh, and I think the star is actually down here. Peach wants to win this, but no, the 9 is too much. And back to start with you she goes. Alright, so Daisy and Wario have been stuck in the upper left section of the board for going on 5 turns now. They need to break free of this, and maybe the dice duel will be the one that does it. Oh, no, dude. Well, you know, she would have landed on the happening, would have gotten her out of there, but maybe this is better in the long run. She gets to go back to the shop. She does get to go to the roulette again. So honestly, all in all, not a bad thing for Daisy here. And being in 4th place and us being far enough in the game, we could see a lamp in the shop for her. Speaking, though, of happening spaces, Mario making his way to the upper left here. I heard about the match on my ham radio. Nice. Alright, so Mario does get the happening, and move on to Wario. Now, again, I feel like same thing as Daisy, a loss here would actually not be bad for him. Oh, but he's gonna win it, actually, so he is still gonna be stuck in the upper left, but look at the coin counter on this guy. He is actually just stacking money. Wario is by far the richest person in the game by a long shot, and it's not even close. 140 coins. Ooh, but it's time for Book Squirm, one of my favorite Mario Party 4 minigames. You gotta find the hole in the pages, and you gotta get there before the page turns, otherwise you get squished. We'll see how the competition fares here. Everyone trying to make their way to the first place. There's a what? I don't know what happened. What was that, dude? And that is going to be a win for Daisy after 1 round. Because I guess everyone just absolutely just beefed it. Straight up beef mode there. So, sure, Daisy will definitely take the handout. Speaking of Daisy, though, Peach has some choice words for her. However, I feel like a better move here might be to go to the shop. There could be a lamp there, but no, Peach says no, it's personal. And she's gonna instead go for blood here. Taking out Daisy with the Mega. Now, reminder, the star is lower left, so that is where Peach wants to go. But if a lamp is collected, then it won't matter. So I guess you have to assume that it is going to not matter. Or, sorry, that it is going to matter and that a lamp won't be there, and play as if the lamp doesn't exist. But I would not be surprised if we see a lamp pick up here. Oh, and wow. Potentially even better, we have the Boo's Crystal Ball collected. And with that purchase, we are looking at a potential star steal even. Daisy is about 17 coins out from being able to afford a star steal, which if stolen from Mario would tighten up the race quite a bit here. Now, if you are just joining us, we have a team format for the tournament this year. It is actually a 2v2 every match, and this match is Mario and Peach against Wario and Daisy. And the way we are handling the scoring is based on placement. A first place finish gets your team 5 points, second is 4, third is 3, and fourth is 1. So you do not want to get last. It is basically a doom. You're dooming your team if you get last. You are throwing, and you don't want to do that. All right, so everyone going for the AFK strategy here. And, oh, Daisy gets crystallized. Wario will take the dub. More money into the Wario bank. Look at how much this guy is stacking. 158 now in his pocket. That is insane. Now, I am afraid that Daisy is going to immediately use the Boost Crystal Ball for stealing coins, but I guess we're going to find out here. Okay, you know what? Take 3. You're definitely going to win this time, right? Too bad! You hate to see it. See you later. You hate to see that, man. You really do. But there is star potential. And wow, gets absolutely stonewalled by the Goomba tin roll, denying Peach the star there. Actually, a pretty massive play by the Goomba. Of all things. Have a good one, Grave. We'll see you around. And here we go, as expected. Unfortunately, instead of waiting for a star, she's gonna go for the coin steal. And she opts to steal from Wario. Maybe a bit of a transfer of wealth here between teammates. Because now they will both have well over 50 coins. Okay, maybe not well over 50 coins, but they will both be over 50 coins. Barely makes a dent in Wario's coin count. Maybe a strategic move here, but I don't know if I agree with the play. Here we go. She does get a good roll, though. So, things are still alright, but she's gonna... Actually, no, Peach got denied. That she's in a good spot. We could see Daisy get her first star here soon. But what is Wario going to do? He's gonna roll at a 2 and go nowhere. Alright, 1v3 coming in. What's it gonna be? It is time for Fish in Drips, the return. Alright, Mario, the solo player again. The team of 3 did win this one earlier. And I guess it is in the best interest of Daisy and Wario to win this. But if you're Peach, you could just screw them over entirely. Turn check? I'll check in a second. It looks like we are neck and neck here on this minigame. Mario with a slight edge. Each team has about 2 more to go. Mario now on his final sequence. And I think Peach might have stalled long enough, but Mario flubs it on the final input. And that's going to be a win for the team of 3. Mario could have won that, but no, he threw. He was on the final button. I think he got nervous. Turn check here. We are officially in the second half, guys. We are past halftime. It is all downhill from here. All right, so here we go. We've got Princess Peach going to the shop. What's it going to be? Another Boo Crystal Ball. 43. If she gets enough, we could see a Star Steal coming out here. She's going to need a minigame victory, but if she gets that, we very well could see a Star Steal coming out. And actually, what do you go for here? Do you steal from Wario? I think Wario would be the smart option. But you could steal from Mario, I guess? I don't know. I feel like Wario is the right move, but I think she will go for Mario instead. I mean, it's not all bad to steal from Mario, but you are kind of... I mean, he's pretty comfortably in first place. Like, the 5 points from a first place finish are pretty much locked down. Okay? And by stealing from Mario, you're kind of putting that at risk, you know? What's up, Dragon on game? Alright, so that's gonna be Wario collecting the mini mushroom. A 1v3 coming in, it's gonna be Daisy, the solo player. But again, a win here for the team of 3 would be enough for Peach to steal a star. And I think it's gonna happen because there is no shot that Daisy wins. They could go AFK and they would still win. Daisy looking to make some moves, though. Runs straight into the banana peel. She went out of her way to hit that, by the way. Wow, the banana's just jumping on his head. Another banana peel, and she's out of here. See you later. An easy win. An easy win for the team of 3 there. And are we gonna see it? Yes, here we go. Moment of truth. This could be game-changing. Goes for the Mario steal. That could be That could spell disaster for the Mario Peach team. But that does now extend her lead over Wario. But now the scoreline is 3-2-1-0 instead of the previous 4-1-1-0. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that play. What's up, Kazam? Welcome. Oh, but she does get a good roll. No lottery shop for her, but she didn't have money. She's gonna need money if she's gonna buy the star. Meanwhile, here we go. Daisy busts out the mega. If she rolls too high, she'll pass the star. She's gotta be careful. I think she might have overrolled here. No money to be taken either. That's just BM. Straight up bad manners coming out of Daisy here. She did not, she just went in a circle. She just wanted to do a lap and step on Peach. Little BM there. Wario using the mini, maybe gunning for a happening space. Not a bad play. It might work out. Let's see if it goes. Gets a 4, and oh, he overshot it by 1. Still stuck in the upper left. He's not gonna be able to get out anytime soon either. And it is time again for making waves. Last time we saw this, Mario was the solo player, and he just flopped over like a fish. We'll see if it happens again. Okay, Peach kind of showing signs of life here. Trying to hang on. Maybe Mario trying to help Peach get the win here. She needs money if she wants to buy that star. Doing a good job of surviving. The final 10 seconds coming in. Mario definitely sandbagging. Oh, but they get the big tidal wave. And she hangs on. Wow, with 1 second, the big wave. That is a win for Peach. The solo victory. That is crazy. Peach still needs a little more, though. That's not going to be enough on its own, but it's a good starting point. Okay, keeping the rolls low. Interesting. I like it. Daisy now making her way around to the casino. Will she be lucky this time? Well, we're going to find out. There's her lotto ticket collected. Try again. So far, no one has won the lotto, but it could happen any day now. And for a while, Daisy was looking very strong because even though she had no star, she had a lot of money. But now she's even falling behind in coin count. Here we go. Mario going for a Goomba duel here. Will he come out on top? Ooh, just barely, dude. He sneaks it out. And he leaves faster than Wario. He almost instantly leaves. Meanwhile, Wario's been there for like 10 turns. Dude, he's pogging. Look at that. Look at his face. Mario Pog. 169 coins now, the coin count for Wario. How much higher can it go, man? Oh, and it's another reverse bomb. The first time we saw this, Mario and Peach got absolutely destroyed by Wario and Daisy. This time the teams are a little different. We'll see how it plays out. So reminder, this is all about momentum. Generally, you want to divide this 3 and 3. The person up top does the top 3, the person on the bottom does the lower 3. But it is very momentum-based, and even one little mistake like Mario had there could cost the game. This time now, it's looking a little bit closer. However, Daisy takes a spill there. Mario getting it as well, and wow. Destruction. Again, a win for the blue team. Absolute domination there. Domination, by the way, also a minigame, but we've not played it yet. All right, so here we go. The dice game coming out. The roll coming in for no. Unlucky. Peach denied the star again. That Goomba is the gatekeeper. We're doing it this way because we're using a point system. And doing team mode is like pretty alright. I've done that in the past, but I think this makes it a little more interesting. We're on turn 30 of 50. Because, like, if you remove the option for the players to steal from their teammates and stuff, it makes it a little less chaotic, and I love the chaos. I thrive off of nonsense. A second ago, Peach stole a star from her teammate. That was stupid, but it didn't matter. They're still winning. Bubkiss, dude, the Goombas are knocking everyone out right now. These guys are getting insane rolls. All right, here we go. Wario coming in. What's it gonna be? The board selection was random. So that could have happened, but it didn't this time. All right, it is now time for domination. It is a mashing game, guys. This is how fast can you hit the A button. We'll see how this plays out. Now, so far, Mario has been kind of killing these minigames, but we've seen not bad performances out of Wario and Peach as well. Let's see how this goes. And it looked like everyone was pretty consistent there, but I might give the edge to Wario or Mario here. Daisy, though, also looking pretty decent. And, oh, 59, not bad. That is going to be a W for Daisy. Well done. Very nice. That is going to be a win for Daisy. Definitely needed. All right, so now a big moment of truth here. This will happen next turn. Can Daisy get past the Goomba, or will he continue to shut everyone down? But wait a minute, Peach has the warp pipe. We could see a warp out of Peach here. That would be a huge play. Also, yeah, it's turn 31. Mario taking some money from his teammate. Interesting. Getting a little sussy. It appears Mario and Peach are quarreling a little bit here. Mario, though, bad luck, goes into the upper left. That's not where you want to be right now. However, Wario has never escaped that place, so you can just steal money from him. And it's fine, because he's got $1 million. All right, so here we go. A 10 coming out of Wario. Will he escape this time? Whoa. All right, he just has to do worse than a 5. But because he wins, he's still in the upper left. He is still there for another turn, dude. Sure, he's getting paid, but he can't get stars if he doesn't leave. He's been here for like half the game now. All right, it's time for a rematch of Team Treasure Trek. Last time we saw this, Wario absolutely threw. Will he do the same here? We're going to find out. All right, so the teams are Daisy and Mario up against Peach and Wario this time around. Reminder, you cannot go to the box that is the other team's color. You have to go to yours. So Mario and Daisy go to red, and the opposite for the guys on the right-hand side here. So Wario actually the first one to get to the box this time. Much better performance this time around. So each team now has a single one. So Daisy and Wario are looking to link up with their teammates right now. Meanwhile, Mario and Peach continuing to traverse. And that is going to be well done. Wario links up with Peach right when she gets the box. That is a nice play there.
Yeah,
There is a coin star,
gotta
yes.
win.
There is a coin star. Hello, raysfire. It's Wario. I don't know how much time I have, but I'm stuck here in an endless hell loop. If I could cry, I would, but my design forces me to smile for all eternity. Death cannot come fast enough. Well, the good news is you got a lot of money, though, man, so maybe you can buy something cool. Maybe you can buy something nice with it. Alright, well, speaking of that, now we have 3 people up in the purple corner here. Alright, moment of truth. Will Daisy break through the Goomba? This guy has walled off Peach twice. Oh my god, this guy is the final boss. Oh, but she does it. Big roll, dude. The 10 is what she needs. She might be able to get a star off that. Yeah, she's looking very good here to grab the star on the next turn. Well played. Mario now trying to get another happening space, though, by chance. Will he get it? Rolls to 5. No, now he is stuck up here with Wario in the corner. But we could see... Well, actually, yeah, Peach could go for the warp play next turn. Will she, though? That's the real question. We need to pay attention to Peach here. This could get crazy. If she's paying attention to the board state, she will go for that next turn. But, of course, even if she does, it's only a 1 in 3 chance it lines up. Oh, that is a mini game that you can only play if you use a mini mushroom. You can get an item from them. Alright, so here we go again. So if you're Mario and Peach, you just don't want to double stack here. Last time we had this mini game, there was a triple stack, actually. But a win here would be very good. It would help ensure Peach has enough to get the star if she does get the pipe switch. Alright, Wario, eliminated. So as long as Peach and Mario are not stacked, they are in an okay spot here. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's not terrible for them to win this. Okay, all the pressure now onto Daisy. It's a 50-50. Will she make the right call? Goes for the X.
Finish!
Oh, and she doesn't! That means a huge clutch by Mario there will give Peach enough money. Well done to Mario making the right call there. And Peach had enough before, but now it'll guarantee that she'll have enough. But, moment of truth, will she go for the pipe? We're gonna find out. She doesn't go for the pipe! She wasn't paying attention! She's gonna give the star to Daisy. That's gonna spice things up quite a bit. Match fixing by Peach. We're gonna have to send in the officials to investigate in the post-game. But that means Daisy will get star number 1. She's now on the board. And this match is definitely not over yet. The next star is going to be in between the blue and the green section on the far right side there. Here we go, Mario. Rolling a 7. And just to do an official turn check here, I believe we're on turn 33. Yes, here we go. Wario wants some more money. Apparently 200 coins is not enough, and he's gonna flatten more people. Here we go. A 1 and a 6. Wario now up to 218 coins. We're on turn 33 of 50, by the way. Turn 33 of 50. Ooh, 3-throw. Now, if you are playing optimally, you have an advantage on 3-throw if you're on the outside lanes. Because you have the first chance to get those 2-pointers in the middle row. But, you know, if they don't opt to go for those, then you can still do okay in the middle. And Daisy doing a good job so far. Gets 2 of the 2-pointers. Wario yet to score a basket here. The timing looking a little bit off. Finally does get one. Daisy, though, looking very strong so far. Gets another 2-pointer. Up to 8. Mario trying to bring it back here, but I don't think there's enough time. And wow, well played Daisy with a very clean victory there. Very nice. And look at the coin counts here. Everyone really starting to stack up on this. There we go. The Goomba roll. What's it going to be? Now, even if she wins this, I think she will land on the happening, which is fine. And actually, she wants to win this because the happening will be good for bonus, and she gets money, and it takes her to the star. Time for a little spin action. And there you go. The scoring, the prediction will be based off the scoring that we are using. We're using a point-based system based on the place that each player comes in. 5 for first, 4 for second, 3 for third, and 1 for fourth. So placement is what matters here. Mario rolling a 4. And now he is stuck here with Wario in purgatory. Wait, can Wario maybe get out this time? Okay, he just needs to roll lower than an 8. He's still here, dude. He's still stuck in the upper left. He can't get out. This man just can't stop winning. Well, the good news is he's got that coin star pretty much locked down. And if he ever gets back to the shop or anything, he'll have more than enough money to do anything. But he has to do that first. All right, so here we go. This minigame is pretty fun, actually. I enjoy this one. Mario Medley. You have to do 3 different swimming strokes that require specific button inputs. But if you mash too far or fast, you'll run out of stamina. So rather than a straight mash, it's more about maintaining a rhythm. You want to keep the stamina bar low, but you don't want to keep it empty. Right now, it is going to be Mario and Wario, though, with a bit of an early edge as we transition to the second stroke here, the backstroke. And yeah, not a lot of position changes, but Peach is definitely falling behind a little bit here. And here we go into the alternating A-B frontward forward crawl. This is very close. Mario with a slight edge over Wario, but Wario does have those pretty long arms. He might be able to reach out and touch the wall before Mario. Here we go. Coming in, moment of truth. But no, Mario does it just over the 1-minute mark. Mario will take the dub there. And now 2 players have over 100 coins, and all 4 players have over 50. That is crazy. Hey, thank you, Spiky Taco. I try to make these fun to watch. Now, Peach is beelining it down there. She knows what could happen here. Oh, but she goes for the crystal ball. Now, the smart play is to save this for the Star Steal. I think she's going to use it instantly. I don't know, but before she does anything, she has to make it through the Goomba. This is a big roll. This could be a star and even more. Will she win? She does it. The double digits. Big roll coming up by Peach there. A 10. And look at that. That's going to secure her a star. And actually now she is tied with Mario for stars. After having a really rough early game, look at that. They are tied up at 3. So if the duo of Wario and Daisy wants to come back, they're going to have to really dig deep here. Well, and she goes up to where Mario is, which is where the star is. Now, Wario is also there, so this is an opportunity for Wario to maybe make something happen here. But, if he does not, they are right there. Here we go. What's it gonna be? Daisy. Try again. You hate to see that, dude. See you later. Oh, time for the dice game. Will she win or will she lose? Looking like a loss here for her. But maybe that's good. Maybe she wants to go to the store, so not a bad play here. Yeah, dude, Peach has gone into, like, overdrive mode, overclocker mode. I don't know how, but she's just activated, you know? It's just... She's going, like, pro gamer mode here. Alright, well, Mario, actually, with an unfortunate roll, is going to be leaving this area, even if he wins the dice roll here. It will be a happening space for him, but it means the star will no longer be contested. Other than by Peach, because he is out. Time for another spin. And there it is. The spin has been completed. Very, very well done to Mr. Mario. Wario, though, you gotta be careful here, man. If you roll too far, if you roll too high, you'll pass the star. He's gotta be very careful with this roll. Okay, well, that's not gonna do it. That's barely going anywhere. So he should be fine. This is still winnable by Team 4 here, Wario and Daisy. But they are going to really have to get it together, man. They're running out of turns. Alright, well, we are back here. And again, you know, at this point, if you are Daisy or Wario, this minigame really doesn't matter too much, right? You both have enough money now to buy whatever you need. So you need to take this, like, 1 or so minutes to try to reset the mental. You know, you're going into the last 15 or so turns. We are approaching the late game. And if you want to win this, you need to forget everything that happened in the first half, okay? You need to clear your mind and start thinking about what you need to do to bring yourself back in the game. Nut. What's it gonna be? Whiteage. I like it.
Finish.
That's one of my favorites, dude. Alright, so that is gonna be a win for Peach and Daisy. Not bad at all. I mean, you're definitely gonna take the money there, right? But, yeah, I mean, look at the current state of affairs, okay? Wario needs to get the star. It is almost, like, imperative that he gets the star. Oh, but here we go. The crystal ball coming out. I suspect we're gonna see a coin steal from Wario, but even if he loses, like, max amount, it'll barely be a dent. $30 coins. See, look at that. Gets the max, but it doesn't matter. Ooh, big roll from Peach, man. $3. Oh my god, just barely edges that one out. I think Wario might be able to get this, though, as long as he doesn't roll like a 1. Oh, nice. Peach is leaving, so Wario... Everyone has joined him and left, and he's still up there. In the upper left region. But what we could be seeing is a potential double boo move coming in from Peach and Mario here. We're gonna see what happens. Gets the mega, not bad. Mario busting out the 2. Here we go. Everyone pay attention to the Wario roll here. Alright, he is 2 spaces away. As long as he gets a 2 or higher, he will get it next turn. Time for Hopper Pop. Ooh. Alright, so Hopper Pop, if you want to win as the team of 3, it's all about spreading out. But what tends to happen is they actually all group together. Peach actually AFK there, flirting with danger. Mario is going to go down, though. 35 seconds on the clock. I think Wario decided, okay, Daisy needs the money more than me. I'm going to let her have that. But Peach says, no way. I'm going to fight for my life here. And so far, it's going to pay off. 12 seconds left. I mean, Daisy's run out of time to get this pop. Oh, and look at this. The BM. Peach is taunting her.
Finish!
Wow, Peach denying Daisy the money there. We do a little trolling around here. We do a wee bit of tomfoolery. Oh, but it's Bowser time! And with the coin counts being what they are, this could be bad. The big man's here! What's it gonna be? Bowser game? Is it all the coins? Oh, it's for items. Never mind. Okay, false alarm, guys. We're chilling. No, it doesn't matter. The only one who has anything of value is Peach with the pipe. Time for Balloon of Doom. You get to at least watch Bowser get excited about a balloon being inflated, though. So, you know, maybe that's something. Bigger. He gets very into it, actually. Bigger again. Yeah! See, dude, he's popping off over here. I don't know what's going on here. Ooh. Thank you very much, Marinating, for the 6 months. It is very large. All right, see, dude, he's loving it right now. Yeah. I don't know why he's popping off so hard. I can feel it. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. What were you thinking, you idiot? He doesn't even have any, he doesn't even have any items. That was just a BM. Just a little trolling. That could have been for all coins, in which case he would have been screwed. Alright, here we go. Daisy busting out the mega. New turn check here. Turn 37. Ooh, good RNG for Daisy, though.
Yay!
The coin counts just keep getting higher and higher, dude. The person with the lowest amount of money is 79. And she's going to try to steal the star from Wario, but I think Wario will definitely get there as long as he doesn't roll a 1. If he rolls a 1, it might be not good for him, but we're gonna see. Mario hitting up the shop. What's gonna be there? Do we have a lamp? We do. Mario busting out the lamp purchase. And this is when flexing the wallet really starts to come into play here. Fortunately, Wario should still be able to get the star as long as he rolls higher than 1. Okay, so Wario will grab that one. Okay, so Wario still in third, but showing signs of life here. He's only 1 star down from first place at the moment. And wow, look at that. They're both up there. Now, here's what I'm thinking might happen. Mario will use the lamp and then go to the store again. Which would be crazy. That would really be a flex of the wallet. All right, so here we go. We're back to this. In this last one, Peach had a huge last-minute throw there. Wario clutched up big to snag the win by 1 point. And this time, it looks like there was a side switch. Daisy and Wario were on the red side last time, but this time they opt to start blue. So far, though, the red team doing much better. 6-4, the current split. There are still 2 golden Cheep Cheeps and many regular ones on the field as well. And look at that. We now have a 1-point lead over to the blue team off of that golden pickup. But Mario gets a golden himself. And now it all comes down to the little guys. There are enough for the blue team to win, but they are falling behind quick. All right, 11-9 the split. Peach grabs that, goes up to 12 here. These guys are going to need to get the final 3 if they're going to want to get the win here. Everyone's swiping the net. No one's getting anything. Daisy AFK on the right side. What's happening?
Finish!
And that's a win for the red team. All right, so this is going to be an interesting turn because Mario does have a lamp. And will he use it? That's the question. We're going to find out. Here we go. Warp Pipe. Interesting play here. Switches with Daisy. I don't know if I agree with this. That means Daisy now will get to go to the shop. And she's got a lot of money. We could see a lamp. We could see a booze crystal ball here. Interesting choice here by Peach. She might regret that in the future. Meanwhile, Daisy busting out the mini here to hit up the shop and the bonus game. Actually, she's not going to make it to the bonus game. I take it back. The lamp is there. Daisy now getting a lamp of her own. Finally, the money is paying off. Everyone is grabbing lamps left and right. It's getting crazy. A 7. I don't think it's going to matter because I expect we're going to see a lamp out of her next turn anyways. But that was off of a bad play by Peach, switching places. She could have been the one getting a lamp, but no, she instead decides to give it to Daisy. Daisy now could get maybe a second lamp from this shop, but it's not gonna happen this time. Mario, though, goes for the lamp play himself. The return of the thick genie. He is back. There he is. Big man. Have a good one, Kim. The biggie. See you later, bud. Alright, so Mario now going back up to 4 stars again after getting stolen by his own teammate earlier.
I got it.
But the real thing here is going to be what happens after this. And the next star is up here where I think Wario still is. This is getting very interesting. But what's this going to be? Another lamp pickup by Mario. Back-to-back lamp. This guy is going off right now, flexing the wallet. He goes from a one lamp pickup, picks up another one. That is crazy. But you know, that's what happens when the coin counts get so high. Oh, and look at this. He's going down, actually, towards the boo. We could even see a star steal, maybe. This is getting crazy, guys. Is that a party turtle? Oh, no, that's couch and lamp. Sorry. All right, so Mario has been the solo player on this every time, and he has lost, I'm pretty sure, every time. Will he choke it again? Let's find out. And right now, he's actually falling behind early here, messes up the combo again. Mario choking this minigame pretty hard right now. Yeah, I think there's no shot he wins that. He's definitely having a hard time. He's on the struggle bus. Blarby, dude. Just put it in Blarby. There it is. Okay, yeah, one more to go for the team on the right. I think they're going to close that one out.
Finish!
Yeah, Mario, big throws there. I think we have time for one or two more minigames, or turns and minigames, and then we'll do the final edge, I think. The final edge of the game should be. We'll see how long this turn lasts, but right now it's coming up in 9 minutes, so. Peach with the roll, she gets it. Big roll there by Peach. Will she be able to get to the star before Daisy gets there, though? No, she's just barely short. So instead of Peach getting a 4th star, Daisy's going to be able to swoop in here and actually take the star from underneath Peach. So a pretty good play. Again, this is all off of a bad play by Peach with the warp pipe a few turns prior. Thick Genie is back again. He's getting a lot of traffic right now, dude. Big man. All right, so Daisy now will be getting a star. And again, since we are using a point-based system, you do not want to be last here. So it is good that both Wario and Daisy are getting stars, because just one of them getting in first will not be enough right now. And so they are both clawing back in at the same time, which is honestly what they have to do if they want to win. Mario now lamping as well. The lamps are coming out, dude. Look, they're just everywhere. It's a lamp extravaganza. Mario now, his second lamp in 2 turns. That's crazy. He's back again. Boom, there he goes. So 5-3-2-2 is the split. Now, I feel like Wario and Daisy are gonna have a hard time getting Mario out from first, but they could push Peach into 4th. So maybe that's the angle they want to play for here. But Mario actually has the chance to go to the shop again. We could see another lamp pickup. Oh, no, he's actually going to be transported elsewhere. And he's now up here. Wario, meanwhile, still stuck up here. All right, maybe this will be when he finally escapes and unlocks the board. All right, he just has to do lower than an 8. Okay, he's finally out. Wario finally on the move. This might be the right time for him to peek. Because now he's going to go to the shop. He's got more than enough money. He could get a boost crystal ball. There could be a lamp. This is big. All right. It is time for another round of Reverse-A-Bomb. And so far, the team on the right here, I believe the blue team has been undefeated on Reverse-A-Bomb. Mario and Peach have lost this twice, but they were on red side. Maybe the blue side switches what they need. And Peach not paying attention to that top row means an early hit for her. However, look at this. Again, it is getting out of hand on the red side. And wow, almost a perfect sweep there by the blue team. Well done. Well, right now, if we look at the standings, if the match were to end right this second, the final score would be 9-3. Mario and Peach getting first and second, which is 5 and 4 points. And, no, not 3, sorry, 4. And then Wario and Daisy coming in third and fourth, which will get them 3 and 1 points respectively. So a pretty big lead right now by the Mario Peach team. All right, time for the mini mushroom. What is he gonna do with this? He could go to the mini game, get an item per chance. We'll see what happens. Okay, Chomp Call is available here. Will he go for it? Kind of a banger. All right, right side is gonna be what he wants here if he wants the Chomp Call. Opting to go for the mini mushroom. Sometimes we gotta do a little vocab drop. I meant to say by chance, but you know, it's fine. Okay, here we go. This is a big one. Whatever's in the shop here could be game-changing. Wario doesn't get the crystal ball or the lamp, only gets the option for the hammer. Alright, what do we got here? Well, bad RNG in the shop for Wario. You hate to see that. Alright, so when we had a Paratroopa plunge earlier, I believe Mario went out early. Hopefully he won't do it this time. All eyes on Mario this time, because he really choked it in the early game here. What has he learned? Or nope, he goes straight into the Paratroopa there. Wario though, running into the Fly Guy twice. Wow, look at this. Wario gets eliminated before phase 2. That is a very poor performance by Wario on this minigame. Wow, no one even made it to the end. Everyone just gets wrecked. Absolute destruction. Peach does get 11, but that's really the only thing of note there. Oh, it's Bowser time. And with the coin count still high, this is a scary Bowser to get. Oh, here we go. Bowser game, what's it gonna be? Half of their coins. There is a lot at stake here. If you're Peach or you're Wario and you have over 100 coins, you do not want to lose this one. Fruits of Doom. We're running it back here. The pressure is especially on Wario, though, because he spent over 10 turns building up the cash stack. And for it to all go away right here could be destruction. Stop. This is very tense. You can only imagine the nerves on these guys right now. We see Peach going for the banana. Alright, she's through to round 2 here. Daisy goes for the melon. Cantaloupe, whatever. It's like turn 39 or 40. Mario with the grapes. He's through. On to Wario now. This is a big one. The ad starts in 40 seconds, so hopefully this ends before then. Crap, it started right now, apparently. Crap. It just started on its own. I can't pause it right now. Unfortunately, otherwise I would. I didn't expect a Bowser game. We need play-by-play here. Oh!
Finish!
It's Princess Peach going down, getting fried. Wario is safe for another round. Peach is out. That is going to be a pretty big hit to her. That is huge for Team Wario and Daisy. Being left on 69 coins. I could try. Alright, I think we're gonna have to take the ad break right now then. I don't want to keep gameplay going while the ads are happening. So this is gonna be the final ad break. I'm gonna put this on really quick. I'll be back in about a minute. There's about a minute left of ads. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in a minute. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I got hard baited. Like I was looking at the ad manager, and it said ad starts in 42 seconds, and then it just ran to ads. I got trolled, dude. What the heck was that? I was like, what? I wasn't. Why did it do that? Okay, well, it says it's done in like 9 seconds. So. Once we are out of this, we'll get back into it. Alright, guys, that should be the final ad break. As you can see here, we are within 10 turns of being done. Turn 41 of 50. It all comes down to the final 10 here. This is going to be crazy. Let's see how it all plays out. We are back into it here after a devastating loss on the Bowser game. Peach is knocked down to a mere 69 coins. Had well over 100, now has bupkis. But, you know, 69 coins, still more than enough to work with, but it's definitely gonna hurt. I have no opinion. I am the commentator and the league official and the production team. I have no bias. Oh, but we're not out of the woods yet. Mario with the double Bowser. What's it gonna be? 30 coins for Mario. Wow, they're getting robbed right now. That's like 90 coins removed from the team 1 here, Mario Peach, in a single turn. I could maybe mimic CPUs, but I don't think I'd be able to do it right. Alright, so here we go, Wario. Goes upper left here. Yeah, Wario definitely is still Mr. Moneybags. So we gotta be watching him very closely in these final turns. It is time for cliffhangers, though. Time for cliffhangers. And it is the actual team divide across this minigame. So here we go. Mario and Peach definitely want to walk away with a win here for sure. They have done so well, but as we approach the final 10 turns, losing 90 coins to 2 Bowser spaces is not what you want. You want to hold on to that lead and you just want to cruise across the finish line. But now things are uncertain. And so they're going to have to try to get the most out of these minigames as they can. Alright, so here we go. It looks like the blue team, though, Team 4, Daisy and Wario, are cruising with a 5-meter advantage here. Oh, dude. The blue team's choking it, though, at the finish line. This is scary, dude. Again, the blue team's choking. No one can finish. Blue team playing it safe there, giving the red team a chance to catch back up. But it was a fake out. Oh, but they make it right before the gust hits. They barely got the dub, but barely will work in this instance. But yeah, I mean, think about it, right? They both have more coins than Peach. So if they both get a single bonus star, they push her into last. So this is definitely not over for the Wario-Daisy duo. She would have probably won, but after that Bowser space made her lose 69 coins. I mean, that's pretty costly. Mini mushroom collected. Daisy gets the mega. A happening space here would be huge for her to really help her chances at the bonus star. Because now that we are in the final 10 turns, we're gonna start thinking about bonus. Right? Because that is what it might come down to, honestly. So here we go, Wario with a roll. He's back up here again somehow. But another Bowser space, dude. We've had like 5 or more Bowser spaces this game. This is crazy. 20 coins from Wario, basically barely anything. Didn't even dent the wallet. Look at this man. Mr. Moneybags over here. Money belts. Another coin minigame. Last time, Daisy was the solo on this, and she absolutely destroyed by staying on the upper left side of the conveyor. We'll see if Wario does the same thing. Missing the money bag, missing the coins, missing everything. Wario actually asleep at the wheel here. I don't know what's happening. Gets 2, falls off. Meanwhile, the team of 3 do a great job of, well, kind of. They're trying to do a good job of getting the coins. This is just spaghetti all over the place right now. 13 to 14, a much more even game this time around. And it is going to be 16 to 19, the split. So everyone kind of walking out with a decent pickup there. Really not much of a difference between teams. But yeah, look at those coins, man. Even after Peach lost half of her money, still has that much. Ooh, interesting. We've got Peach using the mini. She's going to the shop here. This might be a game-changing shop, depending on what's in the shop. Will we see a boost crystal ball? Will we see a magic lamp? There it is, the lamp pickup by Peach. Absolutely massive there. That could change the outcome of the game here. Alright, here we go. Daisy now. Oh my god! The Bowser spaces. What the heck, dude? These guys love going to Bowser. Alright, here we go. What's it gonna be? Minus 20 coins from Daisy. Still has 88 though. So, does it really matter much? I don't think so. Do we get double Bowser? No. No double Bowsers this game. What's up, Mick? Alright, so here we go. Mario coming in. Rolls a 4. He probably wants to go back to the store here, so losing actually not a bad play. So this opens up the door for a potential Mario third lamp. Wario still stuck up here though, on the left, upper left. He can't get out, dude. He can't get out. Alright, it's time for the return of the Great Deflate. Again, the not spoken about very often relative of the Grendel, the inflatable thwomp, is here. What's up? How are you doing? Again, yeah, pretty straightforward minigame. You want to coordinate your ground pounds with your teammate. If you can do that, and you deflate the thwomp faster than the other team, you will win. Right now, it looks like the princesses are doing a better job of that than Wario. But I think, honestly, Wario doesn't need money at this point, and he doesn't want Mario to get money, so he's probably throwing on purpose. And yeah, that is a win for Daisy Peach. They'll take it. They will take it. Alright, so Peach now busting out the lamp, the Pog lamp, which means that we are going to get a new star position, and there is a very, very slight chance that before Mario uses his lamp, Daisy could get to the star if it's in the right place, but we will see. In the meantime, though, return to the Thick Genie. Oh wait, sorry, Mario does not have a lamp yet, so depending on where the next star goes, Daisy might have a shot at it, so could Wario. We'll have to see. Getting ahead of myself here a little bit. But that is a much-needed star for Peach to keep her in second place. Because that is the goal right now. Because of the scoring system of the tournament, if you are in last, but your teammate's in first, your team loses. You have less overall points than the second and third place team by 1. So, as long as Peach stays out of last, she should be fine. What is that cursed pot friend emote? It's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. Alright, so here we go. Daisy coming in. What's it gonna be? Should be a freebie for her. Yep, gets the 4, nothing bad there. Yeah, Wario and Daisy have more money than Mario and Peach, but they can't convert it. That's the problem. If they can just get to a boo, or get to a shop, or get to a star, right? Like, they can maybe do something. Meanwhile, we've got Mario over here getting his 3rd lamp in 5 turns because he's actually using his money. Mario picking up yet another Pog lamp. Here we go. Wario wants a 1 here probably, but no, doesn't get it. Means he's not gonna go to the shop. He's gonna be stuck in the upper left again. He can't get out. Actually, with the 2-star lead that Peach has, it is impossible for her to get 4th place. Because before, they would both need to get a bonus star and she would get 0, but now, one of them would have to get 2 to even catch up to her. Speaking of Princess Peach, she is the solo player here. We'll see how she fares this time around. She did win the solo match on this last time. Is it gonna happen again here? She is fighting for her life here. Definitely playing for the dub. And no, not this time. See you later. So that is more money to Daisy and Wario. No Disneyland. That is sad. Will we see a last in-turn chance time, though? Guys, after this, we will be on the final 5 turns. It's gonna come down to this. And Daisy's still stuck in the upper left. Will Wario suffer the same fate? Doesn't matter, Mario busting out the lamp. Here we go. Reminder, guys, if you want to see this full match on YouTube, I'm going to try to upload all of these tournament matches onto the tubes, staggered by a week or 2. Although, since there's not going to be a match next weekend, I might upload this first match next weekend, just so people on YouTube know that it's going on. Mario, though, meanwhile, picks up another star from the lamp. Well done to him. Up to 6 stars now. We are getting into the danger zone. We are almost at the point of no coming back. I don't think we're there yet, but I mean, the star gap is 10 to 4 right now, if you add them up. That is pretty massive. I know Daisy has a ticket. I don't think Wario does. Wario busts out the Mega, and he is still stuck. He could have not done that. I don't know why he did that, actually. Maybe he's given up. Who knows? Maybe he's thinking about the next match, because if he loses here, he will be on elimination point. Alright, it's time for Dungeon Duos. I'm surprised we haven't gotten this one yet. This minigame is actually something that was based off of a Mario Maker level that Panga and I created a few months prior. They decided to put it in this game. Pretty cool little minigame here. It's got 3 sections. One with an alternate mashing section, where one person mashes and then the other person mashes. We go back and forth. Then we get to the rotating conveyor section, and finally the RNG pipe section. Oh, right, sorry, and then finally there is a section where you have to inflate the balloon. I always forget about that one. Usually the game's already decided by then. But a slight edge here for the red team so far. Oh my god, what a beef there. Both teams missing the jump. It is going to be Daisy, though, with a slight edge over Wario. The red team winning by just a little bit here. Alright, so Peach does get to the conveyor first. Or, sorry, the crank first, should say. And yeah, it looks like a slight edge for the princesses. However, we are going into the RNG section. There are 2 parts. one that's only 5 pipes, and then one that I think is 12. You do want to see which ones your teammates are going into, though, because if they get the right one, you want to know which one to shoot for here. It's going to be the lower right for the princesses. And, wow, actually, this is what I'm talking about with the comebacks. The team on the right actually able to catch back up off of that first RNG section. Everyone now frantically trying to find it. Looking like it might be the middle section. The middle option in the middle, double middle. No, maybe bottom right. And, okay, it was the middle for the princesses. It was the upper section for the other guys. Very close match here. A slight edge to the blue team, though. Are they going to be able to bring it back? No, just barely. That is a win for Mario and Wario. Well done.
Yahoo!
And honestly, at this point, the minigames don't matter too much, but more money into the pocket of Wario, he's definitely not going to say no to. We could see a double bonus star pickup by him on both coin and minigame, which would be good, but I don't think it would be enough. Speaking of endgame, it is time for the last 5 turns. Will anyone win? No, everyone lost instantly. No free stars this time around. All right, but what is the mix-up going to be? Time to spin the roulette wheel. Will we get the red chance? Oh, red Bowser, almost as spicy. Definitely better than the ×2 for sure. Every red space is now a Bowser space for the final 5 turns. Could be potentially game-changing. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, Peach going for the dice roll. She does get it. But just barely. And here we go. Look at that. Already causing chaos here. She is going to land on a newly formed Bowser space. We're going to see what happens. Oh, it is just the Koopa Kid. But look at that. Hits the cash stack pretty hard. Definitely still doable right now. I mean, look at the money on Wario and Daisy compared to Peach and Mario. They have way more money. They can't seem to get out from this area. My favorite Mario Party game, probably 1 or 2. No, sorry, 2 or 3. Not 1 or 2. Oh, and here we go. Time for another Bowser space. And honestly, these Bowser spaces are much worse for Daisy and Wario than they are for Peach and Mario. A communism would be bad. A Bowser game where you lose your money would be bad. Okay, but it's just for items, so this doesn't matter. We get a little breather here, guys. But yeah, a star steal would be huge. Lamps would also be big. Honestly, stealing a star would be even more impactful at this point in the game. I think I played Mario Party 8 a little bit. That was one of the ones I didn't know. Yeah, if you need a bathroom break, you can go ahead and do it right now. We're doing another Fruits of Doom. This is just kind of filler content, you know, 7th inning stretch type stuff. That would be true if Mario stole a star from Peach. That would lower her star count, which would give them a chance. So they need to hope for the self-sabotage, the team sabotage. Yummy. I'm kind of vibing to the tunes right now. I'm resting my voice for the final 5 turns. Just vibing, you know? Because there's really not much at stake. They only lose an item, and they all only have, like, mini mushrooms, so it doesn't matter. But we can point and laugh at the guy who gets it wrong. Now, after the match ends, I will update the bracket so you guys can see what we have coming up, okay? Get this guy. I think this is the only guy who doesn't have any items, actually. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it matters even less now. Look at this guy, though. What a silly dude. What a silly guy. Yeah, if Mario somehow steals a star from Peach, that would give the other team a chance. Candlelight Flight, alright. So we saw this once. Daisy was the solo. She barely won. She's the solo again. Can she make it happen twice?
Wow.
Wow.
Star.
Alright.
Wow.
So she does take a hit early here. Doing a good job of dodging. Going for the AFK strategy. Very interesting. Gets hit again. Oh my god, the double hit. They're putting the heat on right now. But she's got mad juice. Look at that, the 360. Whoa, look, right through the gap. Well played, well played. She's got one more hit left. 5 seconds. Will she make it out? Oh, not this time. See you later. Daisy getting blasted. Princess Peach getting the dub for the team then.
I gotta win.
So really, Mario is a guy we gotta pay attention to right now. Because I think he has the most potential for chaos based on his board position. Everyone else seems to be kind of stuck at the moment. But I think he's free moving. Here we go. Daisy. Busting out the shroom. And go straight to a Bowser space. Okay, well, we're doing it again. Bowser time, guys. It's like our 10th Bowser space this game. What's it gonna be? 20 coins from Daisy. Alright, we'll see you later. And moving on. Yeah, Mario is in a good spot for board movement, but he gets another happening, and now he's gonna be stuck up there with everyone else. Okay, very interesting. So here we go, Wario. Moving on. 242. Yeah, it's looking very difficult for the Wario Daisy team to pull this one out. Hide and go boom. I mean, I was expecting strong performances, but I wasn't expecting something that would be this much of a sweep. I mean, a first, second finish by Mario Peach, that's crazy. The Peach agenda, looking like it might be claiming another victory today. Peach going out early here, though. Daisy looking to maybe get a couple more dubs here before the L happens. Oh, 50-50. Will she get Mario here? A or Y? A or Y? Goes for A. Is it the right call? Finish. No, it was Y. Hey, well, you know what they say, man. Getting coins in Mario Party is great. But if you don't use them for anything, then it doesn't matter. This man, far and away, has way more money than anyone. But he can't do anything with it. Can't buy stars, can't buy items, can't do anything. They say it all the time. All right. Let's see what Mario's got in store here. Rolls a 4. Yeah, nothing exciting happening on this turn. Looking pretty tame. Not a lot of big action happening at the moment. Wow, pretty boring turn, honestly. Not much happened there at all. Photo finish. We saw this right at the beginning of the game. We haven't seen it since. So again, this minigame, pretty fun, but it is very prone to screen peeking as well. 8-piece puzzle, it's animated, the pieces move. But you always will get the pieces in the same orders as your opponents. So if you want to know where to place a piece, just look and see where they're placing it. Right now, though, Peach and Daisy doing pretty good. Mario, holding the piece upside down, finally gets it right, is putting it in the wrong spot. Okay, finally Mario gets the first piece down. Peach holding the thing sideways, it is now upside down. Rotates it, it is wrong, it's sideways. Will she get it? Finally gets the right piece there. And wow, we're all tied up here at 3 apiece. Oh, very quick place there by Daisy, though. Well played, well played. Peach now falling behind. She was in the lead, but now doesn't know where to put the corner piece. Mario, the guy who was struggling at the beginning, is now potentially going to win this game here. Wario, you just have to drag it down, and yes, he gets it. That is a Wario victory. Wario jumped into the picture.
I'm gonna win.
That's crazy. I didn't know he had the magic powers to do that. Yeah, dude, you could take that whole thing and upload it to TikTok as a mobile ad. Like, 99% of people will not know how to solve this. Maybe if she loses here, she can go to the shop. But she wins, so she's stuck there. We are running out of time, though, for sure. There's one more turn after this. Mario going for the mini shroom. Oh. Gets a 1. Nothing left. We'll see how he closes it out. Will he finally get out on the last turn? He does. It took him until turn 50, but he finally got out. He has one more move to go. And of course he lands in a Bowser's place. Sure. Why not? It is Bowser time. What's it gonna be this time? 30 coins from everyone. A big payout for the Koopa Kid. Alright, it is now time for Hop or Pop. We saw Peach with a little bit of BM on Daisy on this minigame earlier. The solo player this time is Wario. Let's see what Wario opts to go for. Mario going for the AFK strat. It's not going to pay off this time. And again, Peach, the solo survivor. This time just gives it to him. He has taken a decent amount of cash. What is he doing with that money, man? What is he doing with all that cash? All right, so here we go. Time for the final turn. Turn 50, guys. One more chance to win the lottery. Sure, why not? Try again. See you later, Bubkiss. Absolute Bubkiss, dude. A 5. Will she be able to break out here? She does. Gets the 9. Daisy got a last turn happening, maybe? No, last turn, nothing. Oh, do we get battles on last 5 here? No, there's no battles on last 5 in this game. Couldn't remember. Or duels, whatever, you know what I mean. Koopa Kid, taking more money. This guy is rich. All right, here we go. Final mini game of match 1. What's it going to be? It's going to be money belts. We saw a pretty good display of solo performance by Daisy. A really bad display by Wario. We'll see how Mario does here. And okay, immediately falls off and dies. But everyone else is doing it too, so it's okay. An absolute fiesta here. There's a bag. Will Daisy get it? Yes, Daisy does collect the bag there. Bag secured. Mario. Everyone's just rolling off right now. Shambles. And yeah, well, he did pretty all right. It was pretty even there. 12 to 13. Very interesting series of events there. All right, guys, it is time for the bonus stars and the final results. All right, so moment of truth, the final standings. Mario, absolute domination from the very beginning of the game, maintained it. Peach with an insane comeback into second there. And Wario, the story of his match was just being stuck. He stacked up money for the whole game, but he could never use it. Look, he even won the mini game bonus star. Coin star also is going to go to Wario, which does push Peach into third, but it will not be enough, unfortunately. Mario gets one as well. So let's get the final results here. Well, it was a valiant effort coming in by Wario there, but it is not going to be enough to overcome the 4th place gap. But, you know, a little more close than we thought. It wasn't a 1-2-3-4 split. It was a 1-3-2-4 split. With Mario getting first, Wario getting second, Peach getting third, and Daisy getting fourth. So, a very strong performance here. Wario tried. He could have maybe done more here had he been able to get out of the upper left, but he unfortunately could not. Which is a darn shame. So the payout, the breakdown of that is going to be 8-5. So we'll go ahead and pay out the prediction. This is a win for the Mario Peach team. And they're going to be moving on to winners round 2 here. Mario Peach. Now give me a second. Before we wrap up, I'm going to update the bracket and I'm going to talk about what exactly is coming next here. So let me throw up the BRB screen for just a minute here. I need to get the board pulled up. I'll put this music on. Okay. Alright, it is time for the bracket update. Let us go to the webcam scene. So here we go. We've got our bracket pulled up. So, in case you were not here for the beginning, here's the rundown of everything. We have our teams broken down. But we can now update. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, so this is going to be the outcome. It was a score of, I believe, 8-5. Okay, I beefed it. 8-5. And that means these guys knocked out. So, updating the bracket here. 1. Moving on. But 4 is not out of it yet. That is jank. I gotta fix that 4. There you go. So 4 here has another shot. They are going to be going up against the loser of 2 and 3, which we're going to be playing next. Okay, and that will be between Team Yoshi and DK, because Toad is not in this game, against Waluigi and Luigi. It's going to get spicy for sure, okay? But yeah, that is the current outcome here. I'm going to go ahead and circle this, because those are the guys who did win. And this was the final score. Yeah, pretty exciting stuff, honestly. Pretty good first match. It almost was brought back at the end. Wario put on a very good performance, but it was not enough to close it out. Okay, so the reason that we have this here, in case you missed it. Pointer, where is it? Where's my pointer? Okay, the reason that this is here, and it says DK/Toad, is because you cannot play as DK in Mario Party 5, 6, and 7, and you can't play as Toad in Mario Party 4. So, DK and Toad are the same person. The Dode. Or the Toad Kong. Whatever you want to call it. I don't know. You can call it whatever you want. Yeah, you can make up the name. It doesn't matter. Tong, sure. Why not? But, yeah, Yoshi is their teammate. He's in every game, of course, but these guys are not. So, yeah, this is the current standings after match 1. Again, not next weekend. I'm going to be out of town. But the Saturday after that. So 2 weeks from now, we're going to be doing this match, the other round 1 match. And then we'll be doing losers round 1. Okay? This match will also be Mario Party 4. We're going to go up in Mario Parties the further in the tournament. So it's going to be 4 for these. I'm thinking we'll probably do 5 for these, 6 for losers final, and then 7 for grands. But that might be subject to change. We'll see. But yeah, again, reminder, this has been a lot of fun to do, to organize. If you want to spread the good word of the tournament, it helps out a lot. I'm going to be doing these every Saturday. I'll be uploading the VODs. And I figured since I have a whiteboard now, I might as well go all out here with the production. So, very nice. I think, though, on that note, we're going to be wrapping up the stream just because my throat is very sore after yelling the entire game. But, yeah, you know, we have a thread in the Discord. You can talk about it on Reddit. You can talk about it on Twitter if you want. I think the more people we get involved with this, the more team loyalties are developed. I think the more fun it is. So, maybe consider it. Who knows? Anyways, I'm gonna throw up the BRB screen, or the ending screen. We're gonna raid someone, and then I am out of here, guys. Okay? I will be back tomorrow.